Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 live stream. Hopefully this is going through okay, but we are being joined by we got Adam, we got Fawx in the chat.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi, everyone.
There we go. Now, Fawx, Adam, who are you?
Oh, that's a deep question. Hang on. I'm the gameplay, track and signals person for Firefly Simulations. People probably know me as Fawx from the modding community. I've mainly made timetables. And yeah, we've just released Medway Valley, which has been an experience.
Awesome. Well, we've got Adam joining us tonight for the run down the Medway Valley. So if you've got any questions, do put them in the chat. Hopefully, yeah, the stream is running all right. So I'm sort of doing like 2 streams at the moment. You can see there's a little red dot at the bottom right of my screen. That's like Adam's personal stream. He gets a personal stream. Yeah. Adam's a tad quiet. I can turn him up if I go on here. Click there. He should be on max at the moment. Although once we get in,
I can boost at my end if that makes it. I'm on
yeah.
On my end.
Yeah, if you whack it up.
That's 20. That's 75%. Tell me how that sounds, people.
I've turned that at my end as well, and it's gone into the yellow section. So I'd assume that's probably okay.
Like to deafen everyone.
We got Ethan, Concord, Hannah, George. How's that, Concord? Does Adam sound louder? Maybe. Got Harrison there as well. But yeah, thanks Adam for taking the time to come with us this evening and do some trains.
Happy to. Always enjoy watching your stuff.
Awesome.
It's your stuff's always really chill to watch and quite relaxing, so
well,
which I like.
That's good. Sounds good now. Brilliant. Well, I guess we'll get into it. So we're doing this run down to Paddock Woods, and then Adam, I think you suggested a Class 33 rail tour. Yeah, we can do that as well. Yeah. Well, we'll get into this first. Let's get it set up. Let me know about game audio as well. If that needs to be turned up or Adam needs to be turned down in some way. But yeah, so we'll get it set up. There we go. Adam, what's your favourite thing? Simple questions. What's your favourite thing about the route?
What? Of the route as a whole?
And that's your favourite location, actually. Favourite location.
Definitely Watering Station. It's just super scenic, and I especially like the I don't know if they look like gas lamps. They're probably not gas lamps anymore, but that's kind of what they look like, and it's not something you really see often at railway stations, certainly unless it's on like a heritage railway or something.
Yeah,
so
yeah, like those fake ones. There's a few around here actually, like that.
How am I to not just have the sterile metal LED lights on every station, you know?
Yeah. Well, we got ones here where they sort of dim after a while. So it dims it down. Let's do the doors. Cool. How am I talking to Adam? He's on an Xbox Discord call. So we were going to have the webcam up, but then just about 10 minutes before I was thinking, I don't think you can do video call on Xbox, so yeah, Adam's hidden away somewhere.
It's alright, everyone's seen enough of my face for this week, I think.
Cool. Is your personal stream working alright, Adam, as well?
Yep, all good on my end.
Cool. I guess we're all stops on this one as well. Yeah. So any questions for Adam, put them in the chat. I mean, I can see Mega Games already put one. Adam, will you be doing any more Train Sim World routes?
Yes, we will. Yeah. We're not doing one and done. We'll be starting on the next one soon, and we've got the one after that planned as well. So.
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
Yeah. we've probably got about 1.5 to 2 years of stuff planned out currently. Okay. So yeah, we're not going anywhere.
And obviously, before anyone asks what routes are they, can't obviously say.
No, I can't say that.
Right. Hello, Luke. Right, let's go.
As much as I'd love to say that, DTG would have my head. So.
You'd be sent down to Chatham and put in front of Matt. Hello, Pete. Lord Pete's in. One thing, actually one question which I I have. I was messaging Best Scott about it.
Yep.
Is the skybox different on the PC version to how it is on the console version? Using one of Jet Wash's cloud mods or something like that.
So we've implemented a lot of the changes that JetWash normally puts in his innies for things like clouds, shadows, kind of thing. They're just base in the root now, which if any of your stream watchers play on PC, and you'll notice that there have been reports of crashes. The reason it's crashing is because people have engine innies, so JetWash is innie, if you will, and it's trying to make the same changes to the route that we've already done on our route, and that was clashing. So, yeah. Right, figured out, right? The modder's route getting messed up by the mods. That's ironic for you.
And just a little sound test whilst we are heading out of Strood. Can you hear the game all right? Obviously, the Electrostar is relatively quiet-ish because it's an electric train, but ish, yeah. Dominic, Haley, Ant-Man, welcome in. Mega Gamer says, yeah, but you can see it as well.
So, well, which bug specifically? Any future routes have new traction, or they have updated traction that's already in game? Probably a split, I would say. So for any of our future stuff, we'll probably look to do the same that we've done with the Southeastern high-speed trains. So if anything that's DTGs that layers on, we'd want to update it as well, really, because I think that comes back to our modding past, where we're sick of having to use our own mods and whatnot, so we'd rather just fix it in core so everyone can use it, really.
Lovely.
Traction sensors on PS5, yeah, that's currently with DTG. That's to do with a build issue, and currently I've been informed internally that they've sent an updated build over to Sony, so hopefully there should be a patch going live for that soon.
Good. Then I can play it on PS5.
Yeah, I know, it'd be nice. I said I've got a PS5 myself, so I'd really like to be able to play the route on there as well.
Oh, I mean, on the lines of PS5, what's been done about blurry textures? Because I know there was some sort of detailed something in the article about something you guys had done to try and make it run as good as possible on console.
Yeah, so at a base level, blurry textures are caused by the game trying to use too much memory, basically. Consoles have a hard memory limit, and it's also, unlike a PC where you normally have normal RAM and VRAM, so your visual stuff will go in your VRAM, consoles have a shared pool, so they have to be a lot more efficient about how they utilize their memory. And basically the problem was a lot of default TSW assets and trains were wastefully using the memory, shall we say. So what we did is we went into the SAS trains. We looked at every texture of the train, and we were like, right, say for example that was 4K. Realistically, does it need to be 4K, or can we make it 2K or even 1K? Just doing that, there's almost no visual clarity drop, but we've saved like 75% of the memory that it used to take doing the same thing. So that allows that's basically what's allowed us to make our route as detailed as it is that we've been careful about what we use the memory on, because there's a finite budget, so we want to spend it on the things that are important, so like station buildings, trains, really iconic bridges, not necessarily on things that don't need it, like the AI cars and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's very much a balancing act. I'd actually say, looking at the performance people have been having, we might have actually been a little bit too cautious, so we could have put a little bit more detail in. But I'd always rather people have, whoa, it's easily holding 60 FPS than it's struggling to hold 30 FPS. So
I'll keep that up actually, and you can see how it is going along. That's good. We lost sound, have we? It's coming through on my Streamlabs. It looks okay. Hopefully not. Hello, Zenith, Dex. Again, thanks everybody for coming in. And yeah, thanks obviously to Adam for coming in as well. as we leave.
Why did we pick the Medway Valley? That's a fun one. So if you guys have seen DTG James, or also known as Yeah Boy James on the Discord, or Mole Man on YouTube, it's basically his dream route. So he kind of suggested it, shall we say? And it has a lot going for it. So for our first route, we didn't want to do anything too long or too complicated, because none of us come from a game dev background. So it was our first real project, if you will. So it was kind of, we didn't want to pick something that was like 60 or 70 miles long, because when you're struggling to do that, it's very easy to be like, right, it's taken me all this time to do 5 miles, and we've got 65 miles left. It's kind of soul destroying. So we picked this one because I think it plays to our strengths, which is detail orientated and scenic, basically, because we like doing foliage. It's really nice to show it off. And it wasn't too long to begin with, so it allowed us to learn the ropes, as it were, on a decently sized route before we try and tackle anything bigger.
Fair enough, fair enough. Hopefully all aboard studios will apply this new knowledge on textures to fix Birmingham to Crewe. I mean, Adam, your team are working with Dovetail for Southeastern High Speed, did I see?
Yeah, we made some changes,
yeah,
just generally on that, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that one is a bit harder, obviously, because it's a longer route and it's got a lot in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of needs to be done on a case-by-case basis, but yeah, they I'm sure they can.
Yeah. And it's great that, well, you've sort of come in as a new team and you're already sort of improving old routes and fixing a long-standing issue of blurry textures. That savers.
Yeah, savers. I think a lot of it is down to our. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all players, right? It's not. We're not like a lot of game development studio, like bigger ones, where you've been hired, you're doing a job. For us, it's kind of we play Train Sim World. We've played Train Sim World for years. We know what we like in Train Sim World stuff, so that's what we want to include. As you can see, a lot of what we've done for this is like what our mods have been previously. So it's nice being able to do it officially, but kind of a flip side, because the way we do it, it's not really, for good and for bad, it's not like a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
It's very, 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 very easily for us to be like, it'll be like on a Saturday, and one of us will have a eureka moment, like, oh yeah, that's how we could do that, or that's how we could fix that, and then jump in and do that. And yeah, that's actually been my biggest struggle, is trying to enforce kind of like a hard work-life balance, if you will.
Yeah. So your passion to play the game and passion to, well, develop it now.
Yeah. I will be honest, actually, the one downside of developing for it is I play the game so much less now, because I have to test our own stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, it's like, oh, Medway Valley's out, and obviously I'm not excited to play it because I've already played like hundreds of hours of it. And,
yeah.
I can't tell, like, the scenarios, for example, like the long, it's no good. I legitimately never want to see that scenario again in my entire life.
You can always do it on the stream.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. We've all played through that scenario well over 10 times,
Wow.
Like, and it was like, we'd get a bug report and it would be right at the end, and it's
like, oh no.
You can't skip it, so you got to play through the whole thing to make sure that one little thing at the end is fixed. So that was a nightmare.
Pete's been playing on the PS5 Pro and not encountered any issues, which is very refreshing for a newly released route. That is, well, brilliant, yeah. 313, hello as well. Callum, hello as well, welcome in. Again, thanks everybody for coming in. So how big is the Firefly team there? Because I know about three or four of the members, and then the rest are like, I don't know.
So I'd say, well, 5 kind of full time.
Yeah.
So five of us are the core team. Then we also have our audio engineer, who comes in and out for doing his audio stuff, and then we also have a contracted modeler that does some little bits and pieces for us as well.
Fair enough. So it's a well-established team now then.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yeah. So three of us. This is basically all we do now, and two of us actually doing technically. Well, not me, but the other two team members are doing, technically speaking, 2 jobs at the same time.
Oh.
So they're insane, but
Double the amount.
Mhm.
This DLC actually shows what Unreal Engine 4 Todd 4 is actually capable of. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so the lighting is different on here, and everything's just different.
I do hope it gives console players a taste of kind of what PC users have been experiencing for a while now. That's kind of what we wanted to do. Like, ideally, we wanted to make the route so that even on PC, players wouldn't need to like install a mod. Really, that was kind of the goal, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for that as a primarily console player. So, especially when I didn't have a PC and I was playing TSW, and it was saying all these wonderful mods coming out, enhancement packs, lighting packs, signal packs, and stuff like that. It's just like, no, can't get that. I'm on console.
Yeah, it's annoying, you know, and like people almost use it as an excuse for it's kind of like, oh, we don't need to do that. Models will sort that out, or you know. Generally speaking, I'm not so much for TSW, but a lot of game developers can be like that. It's like,
Hello, David.
What was the most challenging part of developing the route? Oof. I would probably vary depending on who you spoke to. For me personally, it was scenarios, because it's the first time I've done scenarios. Because, you know, historically I've only done timetables. That's what I did. But on this, I've now done track, signaling, timetable, and scenarios. Signaling and track was really nice, actually. I thought I would hate signaling, but it's actually super logical and it's actually quite rewarding. So that kind of scratches the same itch as making timetables does for me. Just the orderly kind of bringing order to chaos almost. Scenarios were difficult to make.
Yeah. I mean, what is it like? Well, I don't know. I suppose it's the Unreal editor you use, or TSW editor. Like, how long does it take to lay the track? Like, is it a full day of laying track, and then you?
Oh, it's longer than a day.
Longer than a day.
Much longer than a day. Yeah. So to do the track, well, to put it in perspective, where are we on the route now?
We are coming up to New Hive.
You've gone past Hauling then. I literally forget.
Yeah, we've gone past Hauling. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
New Hive.
So, you know, at Hauling, there's that narrow bridge that there's the pillar between it.
Yeah,
the tracks go through a little opening each. So, when the track was originally down, turns out the spacing between the two lines was too narrow. So we made the bridge to the correct specifications. We put it in, and the trains were clipping with the bridge.
Oh.
So you're thinking, it's just move the track, right? 5-minute job, right? So to fix just that took me about 3 days to get it right.
Wait a minute.
Because you've got to get the angle right, the spacing right, the cant of the track right, super elevation, and then you need to get it to line up perfectly with the track down the line. Because what kept happening is I'd lay it, and the track would be misaligned by like probably only like 0.5 millimeter to a centimeter, you know, like really minorly. But going over it on a train with suspension, it would just rock around like crazy. So you'd be like, so you delete it again, relay it, zoom in, try and get it perfectly lined up. Like, maybe this time. Yeah. And then it would be slightly off at an angle. So yeah, it's
a bit grueling.
Track is awful. Well, track is awful if you've already got scenery down. If there was no scenery, it would have been much easier to fix. But having like the station platforms down, bridges, hills, and all that, there's so many constraints that we got to try and. You can only edit it like super narrowly. So yeah, that wasn't fun.
Looks as if for the first time I've got a door fault on here as well.
Oh, thank God for that. I still remember one of the streams I was watching, they got like 5 in the space. Oh, you got 2 door faults.
Yeah, there's one at the back, yeah. Which is quite cool seeing it coming up on the My Track as well. That's brilliant.
That was another awesome thing Charlie put in.
Yeah. I just saw it and I was like, is that possible?
I got a
There we
huge
go.
shout out to Charlie. Any of the cool features, like gameplay wise, that you see on our route, they're all thanks to Charlie.
Brilliant.
So we've got our own, I don't know if people have noticed, but we've got our own announcement system. We're not using DTGs. We're using our own PIS system on our train, which is why our trains didn't suffer from that PIS bug, because our PIS system is completely internal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, obviously the GSMR,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
That is just flipping awesome. In fact, let's call the signal.
Did you
now.
see the video on the TSC Discord last night? So the guy, he's got a GSMR, like in real life setup, and he's got it connected to the game that actually repeats what the GSMR in game does, and you can enter it and type on it and stuff. It was really cool.
That seems pretty cool. Official hardware.
He was like, yeah, it was. He was like, this is awesome. He was like, it's like previously, obviously, because you haven't had to you couldn't enter stuff in manually previously, so it would just display it. He's like, I can actually use it as a controller now.
Oh,
So
and
that
one
was good.
thing along the lines of GSMR, as I've seen a few people, you have to turn on expert mode. So ensure expert mode is on, otherwise it goes back to what we've been used to for years.
And also, after you put expert mode on, you have to restart the service.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it won't initialize properly.
Ah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of streamers. I know I was watching, I think it was Dad Rail. He enabled it, and it only kind of half works then. So you need to restart to fully reinitialize it.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit late to the 40 there. It's all good.
You should have seen me yesterday when I was testing it on PS5 to try and find out about the audio issue.
Yeah.
I went into Maidstone West. You know, there's the loop that goes off, and it's like a 15-mile an hour limit over the junction.
What happened? What speed were you going?
I went over that 85 miles an hour, instantly derailed, because I was too busy. I was like, because I had the camera pressed up right against the motor, trying to listen for the audio, and just like, it was like derail. I was like, oh, whoops. My bad.
So we'll be at Aylesford now. So we head down the line. See the chat. Had to take out mods as it crashed. Yes, Adam mentioned that earlier about the old mods. Well, yeah.
So primarily, if you're crashing, it's most likely your engine ini, or your engine ini, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So if you delete that and let restart the game, it'll regenerate a stock one, and that should eliminate the crashes. Most of the mods we've tested have actually been fine. It's mostly the engine ini.
Cool. Oh, that clears that up, I guess.
We're trying to get that out to as many people as possible. So we don't want anyone crashing, and certainly not something like that. So what kind of makes it even more irritating, to be honest, is especially at the start when you don't know what the cause of the crash is, because you're immediately like, oh no, what's happened?
I think I've got another door fault. This unit's faulty. Take it out of service.
Yeah, take it out of service.
Hey, George, welcome in. You find it struggling that a small team of modders can knock it out of the park at first try when Dovetail can't get on top of things. Let's get one shot. There we go.
So, I will say in response to that, as we're kind of independent, we don't have the constraints that DTG has. So, we're blessed in the sense that if we need another month to work on the route, we can take another month to work on the route. DTG has much higher management and shareholders because they're a publicly traded company, so it's not really it's very hard for very, very hard for DTG to delay something if they want to.
Yeah, that does make sense. You're picking us up on Wednesday for your birthday? That is like the perfect birthday present then. And I think Southeastern they're like officially promoting the route as well.
Yeah,
giving it away. Yeah.
So that was nice. Actually, to see. We didn't know about that.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to win a copy of the Medway Valley Line, check out Southeastern Socials, who are the company who run this route in real life. Really cool. Hey, it's your 165. Welcome in. The audio wizard for the route. Adam, so when did you first get the idea of? As I know you're all in one big modding group, but when did you sort of? Who had the first initial idea to be like, you know what, we could do this for real?
It was kind of me and Steve, and this was coming off. I don't know if you remember seeing it. So the West Coast Mainline South timetable and like enhancement pack we did.
Yep.
We did that, and it was kind of like, why don't we do this officially? You know, because it was kind of like we'd be modifying stuff because at that point we kind of had the skills because like scenery was being done in the enhancement packs. We were doing stuff on train edits. We were making timetables, and it's like, well, that's most of the skill set you need to make a route.
Yeah.
So why don't we kind of make some, or try and make something, I should say. That was the initial plan.
Yeah. And here we are, a few months or months.
From then, just over a year from when we started. It's about 10 to 11 months it's taken. MVL's been in development. So I actually, our planning went quite well because I think we were aiming for mid-March, so I think we did quite well considering for the first project. Like, I'll take that,
And definitely paid off as well. I mean, wow.
General feedback has been very good, especially of consoles. People really like it, which does make it worth it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
Yeah, no blurry textures, which is just the absolute burden of TSW.
Honestly, our biggest worry was blurry textures and console performance because the fact is, like, you can check when you're developing and you're in testing, you can get a rough idea of how it's going to go. But the problem is, the testing units tend to be dev kits.
Yeah.
And they natively, because they're used for development, they actually, as stupid as it sounds, they actually have more available memory than the actual release consoles do. So you can be testing it on a dev kit, and it's like, oh, it works fine, it's great. And then you go on a console, and it's actually got maybe 2 gigs less RAM, and then blurry textures.
That's helpful.
And you're like, oh. So yeah, so that's really annoying. So what we did was we were like, right, we'll be super cautious, and we'll save as much memory on nothing can be wasteful, realistically speaking. Everything that we add has to have a reason that we add it, and we have to optimize it as much as we can. Yeah. Basically. And I would say that it has paid off because I haven't seen a single report of a blurry texture on anything yet, which I'm very happy to see.
Which is superb. Are there plans to add any other freight wagons from Southeastern High Speed to Who Junction and timetable services? Because are there the JNAs on this one? I haven't seen any JNAs yet.
I'm not sure if they're in statics. I might add them in statics. Yeah, because this is the annoying issue, right? From how TSW works.
Yeah.
Especially on consoles. So if I want to use the JNA wagons, are actually probably okay because they're from CES. But if I wanted to use, say I wanted to use one of the cement wagons that come with, I think, the class 31?
31, yes, one, Tees Valley.
Yeah. So if I want to use those cement wagons, right, on PlayStation, to use that cement wagon, first of all, I have to load in the entire Class 31 DLC. I can't just load the wagon; it loads the entire Class 31 DLC. And then because the Class 31 DLC requires Tees Valley, I'm then loading the entirety of Tees Valley into memory as well. So just to use a single cement wagon, that's taking up all of that.
Yeah, that's quite.
So, yeah, I mean, so while I would love to put as many varied and realistic wagons as I possibly can, every extra wagon that I put in comes with a cost.
Yeah.
So we've got from our testing though, from on release, I've got space, so it's possible I can put more in. We're certainly not done with Medway Valley. I can say that much.
Excited. Heard it here. Not done with it.
I can release that much.
So I think I was speaking with Bescott. And he was saying basically they just wanted to avoid putting the Brighton main line as a layer for the southern services. Yeah. Because you've got the /3, but obviously adding the BML for now, it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, so the main issue with the main issue with this, because what the perfect way to have done it would be the 373 is in as a layer, and then it's either enabled or disabled depending on if you have it. That's the ideal way to layer in other content, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, this is specific to Tunbridge, because they platform share.
Yeah.
With the Medway Valley services, how timetable creation works, you can only have something share a signal block if it's on the same timetable layer.
Right.
Because that's the only way it knows. So basically, how the timetable and signaling system works, you get to the signal block, the timetable requests if it can go in the signal block. Normally, if there's a train in there, it's just a flat no, because obviously that's generally how signal blocks work. But on a platform, sometimes you want a platform share, and the only way to do it is you have to connect the two services. You can't do that if it's in a separate timetable layer.
Right.
So I had to, so they had to sub in, annoyingly. But for them to sub in, I need Rivet to make, it's a super minor change. It needs a length adjusting because they're too long compared to what they are in reality. And they're longer than the 375 is, according to the file. So
that sounds like a simple change.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a simple-ish change Rivet could do.
If you're on PC, actually, there's already a mod that does it. But again, that's not fixing the problem the console users, which you want to fix. So
yeah. What sold Gora was the GSM and night driving visuals for the route.
You what? Sorry.
Was it? I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name correctly. Gorud said what sold him on this route was the GSMR and night driving visuals.
That was a huge one for us because, well, I can't speak for everyone, but myself, normally I don't drive at night because you can't see anything and there's nothing to see, and it's just, night lighting I don't think has generally been a strong point in TSW.
Yeah.
Because it is difficult to get right. So what we wanted to do again, this come from Jetwash. Jetwash's lighting always loves doing night stuff, and that was one of his key kind of goals. Was he wanted as realistic night lighting as they can get because, we're in the UK, right? A lot of train driving happens at night.
Yeah.
And especially if you're driving in the winter, it's silly to be only to drive in daylight. So we've done a lot to make the night lighting better. If you notice, we've also changed the rain on Medway Valley.
Oh, I haven't actually.
You can use the headlights at night without it being a solid white wall. So
we'll have to
again, fix that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Haran says, one bug I've noticed is that the announcements and the PIS screen say Maidstone West twice on the scenario. It's no good.
Yeah. So, unfortunately on that one, that is a core limitation, and it's because you have to you change platforms at Maidstone West in that scenario. So you get there, the scenario is the points are frozen, so you need to reverse and then swap to the other platform, and then you can carry on your journey. So technically speaking, from the game's point of view, you are stopping at Maidstone West twice because you're stopping at both platforms.
Essentially.
So that's an unfortunate kind of. The only way to avoid that would be to either not have PIS or not have one of the platforms use passengers in that service. So it is annoying though. I did try to find a workaround for that.
And was that the one where you test it and it's an hour and a half, that one?
Yeah. Well, that one's not quite as bad because it's halfway, but it's still about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
It's still like. And yeah, that was Maidstone West on that scenario is where a lot of the problems came in, because it would be like, oh, so this is something we've learned now for our future content, and it is a good thing from a QA perspective, but we kind of assumed, and that's always a mistake, isn't it? Assuming things. Basically, how QA tested, which is correct, and I completely agree with how they do it. We just hadn't thought about it. Is they literally do it. So they will not do a single thing that it does not tell them to do in a scenario.
Yeah.
So if you don't tell them to do something, they won't do it, and they'll just say it locks up. And I'm like, right, because we're all players, we just do things like by reflex. It's like how you sit in the cab, you just do Control 1 to turn on the master key.
Yeah.
If you're on keyboard or was it down, up?
Yeah, up and down on console. Yeah.
You just do it by reflex, don't you? Because you've done it so many times
yeah.
at that point. You're not consciously thinking about it, and it was the same with that from a scenario perspective. So, but if I didn't put in the scenario objective to turn off the key to swap ends, for example, they wouldn't do it. Which logically does make sense. I completely agree with it, but it was kind of like, right, that's being players has actually bitten us there. So I had to think about it more logically then. It's like, right, what is every single step in order that I have to do to swap ends?
Yeah. Sort of, I suppose you've got to think as if you're a completely new player to the game.
Exactly. That was the struggle. It was like, right, if I've never played anything in TSW before, this is my first thing. What do I need to do step by step? The other nightmare from a scenario perspective is hilariously the tail and headlight switches.
Doesn't like it, does it?
So, well, it's because it's a full rotary switch, and it has 2 ons and 2 offs.
Yeah.
From a scenario perspective, so for a rotary switch, what I can say is 0 to 180 degrees is an acceptable output to progress the objective. But because the on and offs are staggered, I can only use one of them because otherwise it'll have. So take the headlights for example. They start off. The objective is you turn them on to daylight running.
Yeah.
To swap, so a lot of people would want it. Generally I put it so that if you turn it clockwise, it accepts it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Some people turn it anti-clockwise. If you do that, it won't progress the objective. Technically speaking, you have turned the tail lights off, but it's looking for 90 degrees, not 270 degrees. But because if I set it as a valid range from 0 to 270 degrees, that includes 180 degrees, which has them on again. So they could turn them on again, and it's an absolute nightmare.
Oh.
The moral of the story is, the train maker should have just had a flip switch for on or off, and not 2 ons and 2 offs, but there we go.
It is a bit weird, but on and on. There's not this, you don't even get the auto one like you do get on the Southern ones.
Yeah, because the 377s have those, they have the auto. And we originally had it on the auto one here, but then the driver was like, oh yeah, well actually, was it you on that one?
No.
It was either you or the driver. Someone came to us and was like, yeah, they don't have auto, and I was like, so we had to completely redo the tail light logic, because we were just leaving it on auto, because, and it was like, no, you gotta manually do it every time, and I was like, So yeah, that was fun.
No, I think one thing which, I mean, that was really, it was like, wow, it was, I think it was with the cab door, because even if all of the passenger doors are shut and locked, if you open the cab door, the bill light comes on. Now with the other Electro Stars in the game, if you open the cab door with all of the other doors locked, the bill light doesn't come on. Which for anyone who doesn't know, that's the orange light on the side of the train. Now I mentioned that to Bescott, and literally within 10 minutes he was like, oh, fixed now, and it was like, wow, okay, that was quick.
That's been the nice part, to be honest, of being directly involved with people, is that we can just fix it straight away. We don't have to deal with it being passed to us by community managers. Again, that's another thing that makes this kind of thing easier for us than it does for DTG, because we're so small.
Yeah.
It's very there's no hierarchy. There's no I got to get this checked by so and so. It's just we just do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Which is, it does make life easier, a lot easier in that respect.
Hey, LaserJet, shamefully you're loving this route. That's quite something from you, LaserJet, considering you're not really an Electro style person. Good. And Callum as well, 19 months, you're loving this route, it's class. Brilliant to see all of the positive feedback. Hello, Jude. Oh yes, one for you, Adam. I think it's at Paddock Wood. At Paddock Wood Station, there is a clock. Which looks very well modelled. It's lovely, but it also has Firefly on it. Is that where the name of the development team comes from, or is that just a little added extra?
Yeah, that was an Easter egg for the name we put in, because in real life it has the actual manufacturer's name on the clock, but we can't.
Yeah, that would be
tricky. Put that in, we literally, just to put that name in, we'd have to get a license for it.
Oof.
Yeah, that's. licensing has been another thing that's been extremely interesting. Like, yeah, it's been Some licenses are great to work with, some not so much.
Well, I don't. I mean, I think it was with the Class 805 by All Aboard Studios. Literally just the thing where it goes TPWS and AWS operational. Somehow that's licensed. It's like what?
Everything. Yeah, no, literally. So,
Everything.
even so, the fun because I know a lot of people. I'm not sure. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for saying this. We'll find out. So you have announcements, right? And instinctively, people will be like, "Oh, so say Southeastern announcements, yeah."
Yeah.
People will instantly be like, "Oh, Southeastern own the rights to that." They actually don't. Because the person they jointly own the rights, combined with the person who voiced them. And it can also be a company involved as well. So then you've got 3 different people that you'd have to get permission from and potentially pay fees to get them to work. And if even one of them says no, you can't do it. Yeah. So, you know, I know somebody mentioned that they wish that we had Julie Berry for the BTP announcements.
Yeah.
So do we. You know, we didn't consciously just choose to not do that, but again, that would require getting specific licenses from specific people, sometimes multiple people, and it just becomes unrealistic. And licensing always has a cost as well, financially.
Yeah.
You know, it's extremely rare that you go, "Oh, can I use this?" and they're just like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine." Normally, that you have to sign an agreement. It's legally binding. It can take months to negotiate. So.
Yeah. Sounds just too complex.
Yeah, it is really complex and a minefield. So I will say, everybody is always like, "Oh, why don't DTG get so and so license?" I can definitively say almost any rail license that you think DTG should try and get, they have tried to get quite often, multiple times.
Yeah.
But they can't include it if they don't get the permission to. Is the end of that's. The reality of the situation is they, if a company says no or doesn't respond, they can't put it in because they could get sued.
Well, it was a bit like the West Coast Main Line South of LNWR. I think originally they thought it was the same license as West Midlands trains, and then literally just 2 weeks before release, it was like nope, and then that's been it since.
Had to pull it all out. Yeah.
That was a biggie.
Yeah. So from what I heard, though, with everything being consolidated under DFT, it should become easier for UK at least.
Yeah.
Because DFT generally work very well with DTG, from what I've heard. So.
No, that's can only bring good things then. Southern Rex, the overwhelming joy I felt when I saw the handle of the cab door actually be able to move is off the charts. There you go.
That's another Charlie. Charlie put that in. And then actually we're lucky because if you look at there's the stickers on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got those sent to us by the driver.
Oh wow.
We got that. We also got, if you look at that sticker by the throttle, that as well.
That one, yeah.
That's official. Yeah.
Lovely.
Phone numbers and stuff. We always change those because
Yeah.
Because people will try to ring them when we're not. So yeah, all the phone numbers are fictional. We had to change quite a few actually.
Can you fix my TSW train? It's not moving. Agora says if the Metro Rivals could be adapted for the next TSW game, wouldn't that make it easier to develop DLCs in terms of light baking? Adam, you may be able to.
No.
Yeah.
So Unreal Engine 5 would allow us to do some things that we can't do currently in TSW, but it also does some things in a different way. And the thing with the problem with Train Sim World is nominally it's Unreal Engine 4, right? That's what everyone says. That's what everyone. Realistically, it's an extremely heavily edited version of Unreal Engine 4. There's a lot of bespoke things in Unreal Engine 4. Simigraph is completely bespoke. That's not Unreal Engine. That's not natively Unreal Engine 4. How the track system works, the signal system works, that's not natively Unreal Engine. That's all bespoke. So, and that you can't just be like, oh, I'll just take that and plug it in Unreal Engine 5. Doesn't work like that. So presuming everything got done, and an Unreal Engine 5 was set up and it worked for TSW, yeah, it would definitely make some things easier. Especially now, the more and more stuff is focusing on Gen 9 and higher. Soon to be, because I'm sure they'll be releasing Gen 10 soon.
Probably.
Using Unreal Engine 5 obviously becomes even easier to do because you can start using the more fancy technologies that come with that. A lot of big one is lighting. I personally dream for the day that we have ray tracing in a train sim game.
Ooh.
Amazing.
The ray tracing, wasn't it a big thing with the sort of the current gen consoles, but then most games don't really utilise it.
It's hard to use, and it's very hard. Its performance is difficult,
right?
But it gives you completely dynamic shadows, so you don't have to bake at all. So Ab on the 375 here is a perfect example. So you see the trees going past. That's dynamic. Those are dynamic shadows. The actual a lot of the shadows caused by the sun and being blocked by the train and whatnot, they're not dynamic. That's why when you have sometimes the cab will still be kind of a bit lit up, even though technically speaking, like, how can the sun be lighting up? Like I've got the blinds closed, and there's a roof, and it's because it's not completely dynamic.
Got ya.
And the reason it's not completely dynamic is dynamic lighting is incredibly resource intensive.
Yeah. Consoles wouldn't be good.
Well, the modern Gen 9 can handle it in specific circumstances.
Right.
So.
Let's see. Dominic says, is there a possibility to layer the HKA Bogey Hopper Wagon Pack DLC to this route? It doesn't require West Coast Mainline installed, so it shouldn't take much memory storage, and it would add more variety for freight.
I mean, yeah, possibly. I can't say I will add it. I can say I can look at it now that I know that we've got memory spare, basically, and consoles aren't struggling. Even in Series S has been getting very good performance, so I feel a bit more comfortable adding more stuff to the timetable. Like, I had to fight with Jetwash because he wanted me to. Originally, I didn't have as much static stock in Huyard as we have now, and because I was really worried about it tanking performance.
Yeah.
Right call in hindsight from him, because it still runs fine. So. Yeah. Hopefully, I can add some more.
I mean, everybody's seen the performance so far going on here. 60 pretty much the whole way. I mean, it has been 60 the whole way. It hasn't gone down any lower. Well, 59, but that's just Xbox.
You'll always have that, yeah. Well, it does that on PC as well. It's very rare. That sign's a fun one.
What DRA required?
Yeah, that got bugged.
Did it?
That's actually there in reality with the question mark. That is actually how it is. But yeah, that got bugged, I think, at least twice. And they're like, no, it is. There's one station as well. Its station sign is like off kilter.
Yeah.
It's just at an angle. That got bugged as well. It's like, no, that is genuinely how it is in real life. So.
If anybody actually knows why, well, Adam, you may know, why is this? Obviously, DRA required, but there's no platform starter signal here. So why would you have to put the DRA on? Must be some sort of local operation thing.
Yeah, I think it was. I might even be in the driver that said that. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's some really strange things on this route, though. That's why it's really fun, actually. Like the amount of whistle boards, for example.
Yeah. If you like your horns,
it's like
good
every
route.
5 meters. Seriously, like we're going through the track diagram. It's just W, 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 and that's why again it was like, right, we need the AI to sing their horns and whistle boards because there's so many.
Yeah.
If they don't, it's going to be super immersion breaking. So, and huge shout out to DTG Liam, or Grunt Dog Games Liam now. He helped us how to set that up because he originally did it for West Somerset. So
Lovely.
He walked us through how to do that. So yeah, they're now on all the CES trains, and basically any train that's in the stock timetable that runs down Medway Valley has that added now. So.
Oh, brilliant. Even better then. The cab door release handle is stiff. I won't do it whilst we're on the move. In fact, I don't think it actually opens whilst you can do it whilst you're on the move. So they're quite stiff in real life.
Yeah, you don't want to accidentally pull one out.
You have to give it a bit of a pull to get it open.
See, that was another thing actually. That caught us out for assuming was that lever actually. So I had to link those. Well, I had to ask Charlie to link those to expert mode
Yeah.
because in the tutorial we put it in, and there isn't actually a command in the tutorial to open the door. Because normally what happens is you walk up the thing and you just look at the door and the door just says open, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if we had it by default, they wouldn't know how to open the door because you couldn't look at it and open it. And the one on the outside is relatively hidden. You know, if you've been around trains, you kind of know that that's where it's going to be, and you can kind of infer. But if you completely know nothing about trains, you're not going to think to look there to open the door, and you'd be like, I can't open the door.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the first thing in the tutorial. So, like, you know, that's how you get product refunded. Can't
Straight
complete the
away.
tutorial. Can't open the door. You know, so. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff like that, which was like, oh right, we need to think about this differently.
One thing, I don't know how far along in development it was added, but seeing the javelins going over the Medway flyover, that's one of those like small things, but it really adds to it. It's brilliant to see that was added and not sort of left out.
Yeah, that was day one. It was like we need to put that in, 100%. It's kind of annoying because I mean I put them in. Also, if you look at them, they actually have their V-desks on. If anyone actually catches them, they don't just say not in service. They actually say where they're meant to be going. If anyone ever looks at them, it's, you know, you've got to get super lucky to catch one as it is. But if you can catch one and get close enough to look at its PIS, it will say where it's going. And they all say they're going to the right places because I went through each service in the timetable and was like, right, that's going to this station and that station. So yeah, they have accurate PIS if you ever see them.
If you ever see them.
But it was a bit disheartening because I did all that, I put them in, and then I think we've had like 3 people see them in like testing. It's just like, because they just don't line up well with the Medway Valley. You only really see them if you're like late or early a lot of the time. But yeah, they're there. Maidstone East traffic going across is there as well. Again, if you see them.
Yeah, that's what they're about the same really, aren't they? Frequency wise, probably every half hour or so. Why is there a 30 limit by Yalding? That is to do with the level crossing, I believe.
It's a fun crossing.
Yeah.
It's not controlled. It's not controlled by. It's controlled by the driver. It's like the driver goes up to it, and then they kind of have to think themselves whether they can go or not. Technically speaking, you can even go through it on a red as a driver if you have a reason to. But yeah, it's literally generally the barriers are down as far as I'm aware, and then you have to press a button for it to go up if you want to cross it as a pedestrian. But yeah, we wanted to get that in with because it's got a special sign. It's a unique light setup, so it's like, yeah, we need that in and working.
Pretty cool.
It was a nightmare, and Steve did that, Vescott, so... He did all the AWS magnets as well. So.
Oh yes, let's go to the most exciting part of this train. I didn't realise you could sit on it as well. I mean, that's even better.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's getting this route because of this. Yeah. Look at this.
Also, if you're wondering why, I love it. It was so weird that was day one as well. It was like, we're putting this in.
Put the door as well.
I love it.
Then when you're done, give it a flush.
Makes me laugh every time.
There we go. And like the way you got the PASCOM alarm down, the cheeky one down there as well.
So, fun fact, when we first put it in, passengers would use it.
Wow.
But so you'd be doing conductor mode, and he'd be like, "Where's the last ticket?" And it'd literally be someone sat in the toilet. We removed that because I was kind of worried that they was gonna, I don't know, it might mess with the ratings or something. You know, it was kind of like, it's a bit on a boundary, that one. You know, so it was, I was a bit like, yeah, we should probably be safe and change that.
Yeah. Brilliant. Let's go wash your hands. Xbox we're playing on, Jude. Xbox Series X for this run. What else? Let's see. Why won't the guard not work or the GSMR in timetable mode? Oh, hang on. You may need to put it into expert mode. Player assist expert mode on, and then restart the service or scenario, I suppose. Right.
That'll get the GSMR working.
Adam, what are we going to drive now? You pick.
Oh, any one of the 33s. Probably do a northbound one since you're in a southbound one, I guess.
Yeah, Crompton. I've driven one of those for a long time.
Love it.
What's
One
your
of my
personal? Well, I suppose it
favourites.
would be the 33, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, if I had one, if I really wanted to try and put a 37 Rail Tour in, but we couldn't find one at the company. So. And everyone hates the fat 37 anyway, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm gutted about it because the 37 is my favourite train.
Lovely. Let's see what we got. Tunbridge and Strood. Perfect. There we go. 10:02, 1 Zulu, 18. Any specific month? What's good to see the route in, Adam? I've done the summer basically so far.
Spring's good. Spring Aurora. You get quite a lot of. You can get the sun is and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll do mid-March. Put it back to mid-March. Mid-March. There we go. Bit of cloud as well. Boom.
Happy days.
Any plans?
Well, I was saying earlier, this loading screen, this music.
Yeah. Very noisy. All we needed is the muzzle toilet. Yeah, muzzle toilet. Oh, here we are. Right, I haven't done this one in ages. AWS. Where's the AWS on this one?
It's to the right, in front of the second man seat.
Oh yeah.
You got to do both of those levers up.
Yeah. There we go. Master key on. Open the doors. As we're at Tunbridge, we can have a little look-see. See what's going on. Nice to take the Tunbridge West yards in. That is nice to see.
Love it. The totally not GBRF yard.
Yeah.
With the EWS 66, isn't it? And that custom modelled shed building over there that our modeler just made because he wanted to. It's literally, it looks perfect, to be honest. The only thing it's missing is the logo.
Yeah, and really like the way Cargo Line Volume 2 is a layer on here. It's like my favourite Cargo Line pack.
Love them. They're so good, them. The randomness on them, it really adds quite a lot.
There goes the sort of Southern Service for now.
Yeah, the should be. I can't. Do you know what, actually? So this is a fun one. From the timetable perspective, that actual train that does that is called I Can't Believe It's Not a 377. So yeah, when making timetables, I have to give stuff stupid names to amuse myself. Once you look at it's basically a spreadsheet. You know, looking at a spreadsheet all day, every day for like 2 months. I need every laugh I can get from that.
Change the number, put 18 on it. 18. That one there as well. Cool. What route do you want to see in the game, Madam? What would be your favourite route to see?
Can I answer an extension on an existing one?
Yeah, that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, my absolute. If I had one wish, something I could get made, it would be Tees Valley, remade, with all the bells and whistles, and extended up to
Bishop Auckland.
Actually forgotten. Bishop Auckland, yeah, like the full run. I love that route.
Yeah.
I mean, that was why it was my first timetable. Love it. You know.
That's good.
And I'd love it to come with a properly modelled Expert 37. That would be the dream.
Oh yeah.
With an engine room.
Yeah.
Properly proportioned, new audio, engine room. I'd just drive that all day, to be honest. Shunting steel and coal wagons, that would make me very happy.
There we go. Cross the road safely now. Look at that. GBR shed.
That was another Charlie.
I love it. I love the way it's just like one of those things which is just like not needed, but it's just funny to see.
That was it, yeah. It was because again, it just comes to a point like we put them in. It was like, why don't we do this? We could do that. You know, why not? Is there a reason to not do it? Not really. So let's do it.
Press it on purpose. Annoy the drivers.
You're one of those.
Yeah. Cannot wait to get this route. We'll get it as soon as possible. Awesome. And Jude says, when can we roughly expect the /9 and the 377/3 to be added?
That's out of our hands. That's to Rivet and TTG, so I can't comment on that. I wish I could, but it's not really. It's certainly not accepted behaviour to go in and start fixing other people's stuff. It's impolite.
Yeah.
Like when we did the CES trains, we asked specifically to DGG if we could.
Yeah. So we're waiting for this one coming in here, I guess. This one coming. Perhaps from Charing Cross. We wait. Tunbridge to Red Hill would be perfect. Would link with the Medway Valley Line as well.
Oh, this one might not. This one might not progress
Oh, I
to
need
green
to
until you lock
I'll do
doors.
that then.
I might need to change that.
It's down west.
Fine. If it
Oh,
goes,
shit,
if it
maybe.
goes green, oh yeah, it's not. Okay, you're
Yeah.
okay then. It's alright.
Oh no. What's happened?
Oh yeah, at the time I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to fix something literally right now. For
Well,
this.
it has changed, but I don't know if
There was
that
a
was.
delay though, so it might have been waiting.
Yeah. Right. Let's get going.
That's a nightmare as well to do. So, because everyone's always like,
Oh.
you know, I know it's as well. It's not procedure to close doors on the red. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not done. You know, the problem is, Tunbridge. It's only an issue on here at Tunbridge and Strood.
Yeah.
But like when I was doing like the West Coast Main Line, it was Euston. So how it works, if you get a green light, it locks the path
Right.
for your train. Nothing else can go across that path.
Ah.
Yeah, and it goes quite a bit down the line. It's not just like to the next signal. Sometimes it's further.
Yep.
So if you do that at Euston, it locks Euston up completely because you can have trains holding routes for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
not
else
ideal.
can move. You know, and at Euston that just does not work. So that's why if you've ever seen on some timetables, they have 2 load commands.
Yes. Yeah. And I was just like, what is
So
that there?
Yeah, so that's the workaround. So basically, you have the first load command, which is the one that takes all the time, and it'll complete at the time, but it doesn't request you to lock the doors. Then you have a second load command that's only 5 seconds. That then will request the green light, and then it'll lock the doors. So if that command's only 10 seconds, it'll request the green light. You'll normally get it within a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
and then after that time is up, then it'll tell you to close the doors. So that means you can close the doors on the green.
Yeah, that makes now we know why. That's the question I've
Yeah.
always wondered for a while.
So that's why when people see them, it's not a bug, it's intended. It's a workaround to how TSW works with route pathing, basically.
Cool.
And yeah, Steve Bescott, you know, he works on the railway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if I make him close doors on a red, he shouts at me.
Be unhappy with you.
Yeah, they
No.
generally get fixed. Because he'll straight up be like, "This is broken." And I'm like, "Okay." It's the same reason you'll see quite a lot of my services. Some services have at least 2 minutes setup time. It's because he wants to get out and check the headlights are working.
Yeah.
That's also because of Steve.
So how many members of the team actually have worked on the railway before then, or have real world railway knowledge?
Yeah, I think it's just Steve.
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like
Steve's
the man of the insight.
Yeah, Steve's career railway stuff. So
Awesome.
pretty much his whole life, I think.
Wow. Brilliant. Why does the yellow lights at crossings, why are they so dim and red lights are so bright? That's what Alarm Kids put in the chat.
That's a good question.
Was
Yellow
that
is
at
hard
the-
to get right?
Was that the road traffic lights or at the level crossings? So we showed off that one a couple of minutes ago. Depends which one it is, I
Yeah.
guess.
If we can find out which lights, if
Yeah.
it isn't just traffic lights, they just need changing. Yellow is quite hard to do, I will say that. Because of how the lighting in TSW works, it's very easy for yellow to look white.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also actually really easy for red to look white sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes on Southeastern, on the old version of Southeastern, the reds from a distance look a little bit yellowy, which is a bit off-putting.
You're like, is that red or
Yeah.
yellow? It's not ideal, that is it? You
No.
know? kind of a big difference there.
Yeah. So yeah, Haley, Eurostar train add-on potential. I mean, Eurostar used to run on this route, but I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
it's not quite the right setting.
No, that's why the tracks are bimodal, bidirectional even. Both sides you can run both ways on this track. It's because of that.
Yeah. Pretty cool
It's because they
history.
used to be quite slow on this line, so that they needed them bi-directional so other trains could overtake them.
Yeah. Well, this is someone put a comment. This is the straightest bit of track in the country. 26 miles, just literally straight between Tunbridge. Well, near enough. Well, Tunbridge and Ashford, and then you get the straight bit over to Red Hill as well. Straightest bit of track. Pretty cool.
I will say, straight track, easiest thing to lay. So, curves are nightmares, absolute nightmares. Especially if it's a fast curve.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I suppose you've got to try and work out banking as well. Trying to.
Yeah, you gotta get the super elevation right, because otherwise the train derails or it'll be super bumpy. I don't like that. It's not fun.
No, no.
Signals are fun. Signals I like doing the signals. Timetables are fun. Track isn't fun. Scenarios aren't fun.
Maybe I should do a scenario at some point. I'm more of just a timetable person, but
It's the same, yeah. Like I was, So, fun fact. So all of us at Firefly are basically the same. We all very rarely touch scenarios.
Yeah.
We've all played more scenarios testing Medway Valley scenarios than we've ever played combined normally. Like.
I don't know. Just
I will say it hasn't improved my opinion of scenarios.
yeah, I don't know with scenarios. I just think Train Sim Classic. I just like it's been stuck to. I like timetable. It's realistic. I can follow the real life.
Well, that's why, like, certainly for the scenarios we've tried to do is we wanted them. To me, it was like if we're doing scenarios, they need to have something in them that's different enough that you couldn't have just made it a normal service.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there's no point, you know.
Yeah.
If it's just so like so what have we got? We've got the one which is like starting up in the yard, so that's got the walk to the yard at night, board the train, check it, so that's unique.
That's cool.
We've got the one that needs you to do an emergency stop. That's obviously unique.
Yeah.
We've got the one that's like really heavy snow. You've got to swap platforms because frozen points.
Yeah.
You're also on a longer train, so that's unique. You've got the one. That was the first one we did actually, which is Unexpected Express, and that is taking a 375. You're only stopping at Maidstone Western Street.
Nice. It's fast one.
So that's a different experience because you get to actually build up speed on Medway in the 375.
Yeah.
And then the final one is the track camera, which I don't know if you've seen that you can put that on all
Yes. Yeah.
375s.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have to give one a go. Sprassi. I think on one you get an emergency call, don't you? With the on the GSMR you get an emergency call come through. I'm assuming the one you were saying to me about the emergency stop. Pretty cool.
And also that one's been tested a lot because it's the shortest one.
Oh, to do with the lighting, it was level crossings. So to the yellow looking, the yellow lights being dim, but red lights are so bright.
Draw on that. I'll have to have a look at that.
And Jude says, is it just night lighting that's been enhanced on this route, or all of the lighting in general?
All of the lighting. You'll notice that sunrise and sunset look a lot better and more realistic. Sunset times and sunrise times throughout the year have also been edited so that you're a bit more accurate.
Yeah.
So.
Like every bit of thought's been put into this. It's like, wow. Yeah. And there was one from...
We've got seasonal scenery. I don't know if you've noticed that yet.
Is that with the lambs, or the sheep, lamb?
Yeah, you only get lambs in winter. In spring.
Yeah.
You won't have lambs in winter. I think there's some tractors, boats. There's more boats in like the summer.
Pretty cool.
Some of the boats move as well. I'm not sure if people have noticed that yet.
Oh.
Got moving cyclists as well. Obviously our animated sheep and horses.
Yeah.
And the hot air balloons are seasonal.
Yeah.
You're not getting them in winter.
No.
Nobody wants to be stuck in a hot air balloon in December.
Freezing.
Yeah. Sat out there in a coat thinking this was not a good decision.
Oh, there's a question as we're coming up to Paddock Wood. There was a question from earlier. I can't remember who put it in the chat. But the DHL, was that sort of a last minute addition because of the 145, or was added DHL last minute?
We've been working on DHL since for Christmas, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
So
well then.
like we got the depots custom modeled, which they are accurate models. Same with the totally not Tesco depot as well.
Yeah, totally not test. You should have put on it
Yeah,
Lesco or something. Lesco.
Yeah, Lesco or like Red supermarkets or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. So that's got a custom model. You'll also notice that we've got custom models for the Royal Mail depots
Yeah.
as well. They're just red square currently.
Ah. Right, on to the Medway Valley.
That's licensing for you.
Hmm. Yeah. Seems like a right pain in the backside.
Mm.
Only this route has the yellow light at crossings this dim issue. That's what Alarm Kids put in the chat. I mean,
Our lighting is heavily changed, so, and our signal visuals are custom as well. I'm pretty sure. So that would be why. But if you haven't noticed, they cast light as well, like actually cast light. So if you drove past, you'll get the green light or the red light reflect on your train and lighting up the surroundings. They look really nice in fog.
nice.
So you get the cones you can see in the fog, which is nice.
Lovely. And you've got the well, I think we just went signal glow as well, which is one of the mods, which is now sort of official. Yeah. Lesco's actually a name Tesco. Oh, great, not that then.
Yeah, there you go. See, they don't like
Morco?
well.
I don't know. Morco.
Yeah.
Richie, you press like Donald's and Slowfix. Slowfix. How you doing, Richie? And if no one checks out Richie, go check out Richie. He's done Medway as well. Awesome guy.
Oh, I also watch and subscribe to Richie. And it's Richie Rowe, yeah. Enjoy his content as well. Yeah, no, I funny the names and whatnot. Like we've got the if you looked at Aylesford, there's a tandoori there. So in reality, it's called, I think it's called My Lad Tandoori in real life.
Yeah.
But ours is called My Lad.
My Lad.
So I think it's Me. No, I think it's Me Lad in reality. We've called it My Lad. Yeah,
My Lad, lovely.
My Lad Tandoori. So.
Brilliant.
Stuff like really.
Yeah. Stuff which is close and
I
funny.
think it was Jet Wash.
Ah.
I think that was Jet Wash.
Oh. There you go.
There you go. This is AI whistle board. Yeah.
Brilliant. Look at that. Well, thanks again, Adam, for coming on tonight.
No, you're welcome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, happy to. I wanted to ask actually, because obviously you play console mode. Is there a way to do high and low ons on the controller?
Yes. If you press the left thumbstick analog stick down, and then press X or swell, be square. Yeah, press square.
What?
That's the shift button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I was trying to work that out when I was playing on PS5. I was like, why can I only do one on? This is annoying me.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that newish shift feature where you hold down square and then press the stick again, and it does the other tone, which is good.
These days, it's what we like.
Yeah.
I've actually been playing this a fair bit on my Steam Deck as well. Which I love my Steam Deck. That was kind of our performance benchmark as well. It's like, if we can get it working decently on the Steam Deck, it's probably a good indicator.
Yeah.
It had to be correct, so I'm happy with that.
Alarm Kid has another question. Why is hauling north, I'm working crossing only 15 seconds from red to train? By law, minimum red to train at road is 40 seconds.
If I remember rightly, that one is due to the gate wouldn't close properly if it was longer, so
Right.
you'd end up driving through with the gate up.
Yeah.
So that one I think was a game limitation.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Which is it is annoying. We originally had it with the correct setting, but then we had to change it basically. So.
Yeah. There we go. Dominic, is there a possibility for an upcoming Class 70 to substitute on this route for a Class 66 services? Doesn't need to be for AI, just for the player to have more services in the 70, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if it's easy to do, possibly, yeah. There's no reason not to. You know, we have a good relationship with all aboard, especially Kez. He's helped us out on some stuff, so
Awesome.
He's a great guy. So
That's a shed there
I
as well.
personally love the Class 70, so you know, any reason for me to have an excuse to drive it, yeah. Why not? Oh, here we go. This is the best rail fanning spot.
What, right
on
here?
The route. Yeah, because there's like, it's like 2 or 3 whistle boards.
One in a row, yeah.
So if you sit by the side of the bridge, you can get the rail tours coming up, and they'll just be doing the AI horns. It's really
yeah,
cool.
that's quite even a little hidden one there as well.
Yeah, we want to add that in as a fast travel point just to make it easier. It got reported to us by a beta tester like a week and a half ago, and I was like, oh, that is actually a really good spot.
Train spamming the horn.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, will Firefly make us the Arran Valley Line? I think I probably know the answer to that. Will be, don't know yet, but.
See, I don't even have a roadmap, but I can do a map. Be like, it's not on the roadmap.
Yeah. I'd love that, though, Dan. That would be cool. Right, coming up to Yalding, the funny level crossing. Lovely. So yeah, what about the 375/6? What was the reason for doing that as well, or just more variety? I suppose the /3 is the main traction, isn't it? Really, and then
so more variety really, because we had the CML section and the SAML section, so it was like realistically, we kind of want a 4-car gameplay
instead of using the /9.
Yeah, and what you'll note, so like the thing is, basically I've set it up so all of the Electrostar traffic on the route is either the 3 or the 6.
Yeah.
So that means if a player only owns Medway Valley, they don't own CES, they still have all the gameplay. Whereas if I locked it down to a 9, you'd lose the CML traffic if you didn't own that.
Right.
So, yeah, I didn't want to take gameplay away from people, really. I'd rather people have need as little as possible than have as much to do as possible with as little as possible. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
But if DTG can fix the length, the 9 will sub in. So what you'll notice is the 465s, for example, I've set it up so that you can, the player can substitute in the 465 on one of the Medway Valley services, because one of the 4 trains, because it's done by a 6, because it's a 4-car.
Yeah.
But it won't sub in for AI, because I know that would annoy people.
Ah, right.
So you can manually select it and drive the 465, but you'll never see it as an AI going down Medway Valley.
That makes sense. I don't think they really run it anymore. Yeah.
No, it's only 375s these days.
No, that's fair enough.
Used to be 466s.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
How comes I haven't played on PS5 yet? Because at the moment there's slight audio, it's a bit quiet on the PS5. So I'll wait for a fix for that and then we'll play it on the PS5.
Yeah, due to a build issue, the motor audio on 375s is like insanely quiet. Which is really annoying, because that's not to do with us. But Sony, my understanding is Sony has been sent an updated build, so hopefully there should be a patch with you all soon. So
lovely.
You can actually drive on the PS5 with audio, which would be nice. What I have noticed though is quite a lot of people haven't noticed that the motor audio is missing.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess the 375 still has enough other sounds that people don't think it has no audio, so that's nice, I guess. Originally when it was reported, I thought that was what the problem was. I thought it had no audio, and I was like, oh my God.
That'd be even worse.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that was fun. Like, it went live at 10, and then I think I got a message like 10:15. My 375's got no audio. I was like, what?
Oh no, just as it's come out as well.
Yeah, because it's been fine. You know, it's been tested on the PS5. It had working audio, so I'm just like, how? Like, you know, that's why it was quite alarming, because you get told that it has been working. We've made no changes to it whatsoever. The audio has been finalized for months. Yeah. And then to have it like, oh, there's no audio. It's like, I don't even know where to begin with that. Like, what? And it's even more weird because if the audio was just gone, that would probably be actually easier to solve. It's the fact that for some reason just one of the audio types is really quiet. So it's just like, what?
So what does that require? Is you just somehow sliding the bar up, or I don't know, putting a number in? Yeah,
I just
70
think
audio.
the build got corrupted when they were running it. Something, the build just had a moment, if you will, a senior moment, as Jet Watcher said, and yeah, just messed up, I guess. So it's been rebuilt, and it's been submitted, so it should work.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's been tested by QA. I hope so.
Brilliant. Lee, any idea why I can't find this route on the add-ons list on your Xbox? There's some sort of weird glitch with the Xbox store.
Yeah, that's really annoying as well.
It even hits
So
a
what you need to
145.
do on that, if you go onto the socials for TSW on the release article, it'll have a link to the European and American Xbox stores. Just click on that link. If you don't want to buy it on PC, if you add it to your wish list, you can then find it on your wish list on your console.
There we go.
It's really annoying. It's an Xbox issue that's been happening for months apparently.
Yeah,
it takes something like 48 hours for it to show up in search, which is mad.
Oh, that's weird. You sort of think a new release would be the first thing to show,
Yeah,
but no.
absolutely insane. And apparently it's not like, oh, it's been broken for a week or two. It's been broken since last year or something. So
Brilliant.
that's really good. You know, we found out about that yesterday as well. I was like, oh, that's good. Really good. Excellent. Fantastic.
That's what you need.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that, Pete. Dan says hats off to the Firefly team, incredible piece of work. And Alarm Kid says about hauling the crossing there, has gates closed by default, so what's the game's limitation presenting 40 seconds warning?
Hauling?
Yeah.
Again, I'll forward to the guys, but it was definitely we definitely had it at 40, but there was another issue, and then we had to change it back.
Cool.
I can't remember exactly what the issue was, but I think it was to do with it closing. But yeah.
This is I think I actually asked this. I think President asked this earlier, Adam. Is Jet Wash's improved skybox in the console version? It looks different to the PC. It could just be me. I don't know. Question mark.
So I think the only thing that's not currently in consoles is I think there's like 1 or 2 cloud commands. So it's only the clouds that are currently not on consoles because they have a bigger performance impact. Now that we've seen how it performs, we can look into enabling that on consoles as well.
Yeah, cool.
It's basically just to do with like different layered clouds and whatnot, but it's quite intensive.
Yeah.
So it was like, until we're 100% sure how it's going to run, we don't really want to. Because the thing is, like, we could test it directly on PC ourselves.
Yeah.
We can't do that on consoles.
No, fair enough.
So we have to be extra cautious. But I do know JetWatch very much wants it in, so now that we got performance headroom, we can probably add that as well.
Perfect.
But it's literally only 2 different cloud settings, otherwise it's identical to PC.
Lovely.
So, you know, shadows are the same, lighting, daytime settings, all that kind of stuff, they're all identical.
Awesome. Hello, Chris. Hello, Wesley as well. A Trends in Play as well. Again, if you haven't seen Trends in Play, go check him out. Awesome guy, and has a lot of cool content. All go Trends in Play. And yeah, Trends in Play, congrats you for the DLC, Adam.
Thank you very much. It's been a stressful week. I'm glad it's in people's hands though.
It's like the first DLC where I've not seen like any negativity. Like there's none. Well, there might be somewhere, but
yeah, I think the main things we've had has been obviously the PS5 audio, which is completely reasonable, and the people that have used using some mods or some mini changes on PCO prep. Other than that, everything's been stellar, really.
Perfect.
It's been very nice to see, to be honest, because it's always like, especially because it's our first thing we've made and, you know, released publicly, it's kind of like, anyone gonna like it? Many a sleepless night.
Ooh. Well, you can chill out a bit now.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna be doing what you've been doing, and I'm playing the bus tonight. That's my plan.
Yes.
To relax.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just
I
like.
saw as well. They've fixed the raining inside now, apparently.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, because both Medway and the bus came out on the same day, so it was just like, oh, it's just tough. I've got to do that one, and it's juggling it about. But I've got 5 days off now, so it's literally just perfect.
What I love them as well is this. It's just chill, isn't it? You know, it's the same reason I like playing like American Truck Sim. It's just, it's a really good way to still be doing something. Put on some music and just kind of mostly switch your brain off. It's just nice.
One thing about the trucking sims is I used to absolutely love them, but I've almost gone off them a little bit. Dan, cover your ears. But yeah, just I don't know. I like realistic stuff. So when I play Euro Truck and ATS, like the map is like downscaled. Like I like one-to-one scale things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I completely agree on that. I would definitely prefer it if it was one-to-one.
Yeah, obviously you could do that for Euro Truck and ATS, but I like my favourite games are one-to-one scale, realistic, like the bus, this.
Do you do flight sims at all?
Sometimes. Usually goes badly wrong, but.
That's what I've got into them recently. Well, not recently, a couple of years now, but again, I find them quite relaxing.
Yeah.
Certainly doing like the small planes, like the general aviation.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing them more than I do airlines, to be honest.
Yeah. So whereabouts are you sort of? Well, obviously not anywhere specific. What region are you from in the lovely UK?
Am I from?
Yeah.
South Wales, me. I'm the Welsh team member.
Lovely.
No jokes about sheep, please. Although I will say I am the person that made sure they were included, so I'm setting myself up there. But
brilliant. That'd be good spread.
But yeah, no, we're all over the UK, so.
Nice.
Yeah, it was through modding that we all met, so that's why we're literally all over the UK. It does make selecting routes a bit difficult because everyone wants their own kind of stuff, and it's like, no, we don't want that, we want this. Like, no, we don't want that, we want this.
Oh, that's lovely, Lee. This stream has really made your week. You've been hoping for a while for a route that actually works and doesn't have blurry textures. We've been saved by Firefly. We can sleep in peace and live in peace. We have a.
I will say, which I've only actually just realised now, this is actually going to make our second route more difficult because now we have to try and live up to people's expectations. I will say, you know, again, this is what we're aiming to as our level of quality, our standard. So
yeah, perfect.
Hopefully improve further. That would be ideal. I know the GSMR, for example, we've got it set up so that it's kind of its own plugin. It's not part of Medway Valley. It's separate. It's just included with Medway Valley.
So you could like incorporate.
So the plan is that we're going to keep updating and adding stuff to it, and then hopefully, if we set it up properly, it should then roll back to this one.
Oh, lovely.
So I know for a fact, like, we want to put in some more voices, for example. So like, you know, it might be a case where every time we do a new route, we add like another 2 voices or something, and then set it up so that they can be used on all routes, you know, like get all the audio for all the routes, so that you know, we end up with like maybe 10 different voices, you know, so just that it's even more variety, sort of thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Sounds good. Very exciting. That's what it's been. Night Phantom as well. Most fun route. Thank you, Firefly. I will at some point, Dan. I will at some point. But planes are really confusing.
Yeah, planes are confusing. Yeah, so certainly, gotta actually watch your weight, your fuel and whatnot, because if you're too heavy, you're not taking off, or you're gonna burn too much fuel, so you won't reach there in time. Yeah, gotta do maths. Maths is scary.
Right, coming out to Maidstone West, sort of, well, midpoint of the route, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
near enough.
I tell you, it was nice when we got down to your scenery-wise. It was like, oh, we're getting somewhere.
What side of the route did you start from? I suppose from Strood.
Started at Strood. Yeah, started Strood where it's south. So Tunbridge was actually the last thing made.
Yeah. But yeah, once you got here, it was more rural, sort of going south, isn't it? So
it was kind of like, oh, thank the Lord. Oh, Maidstone West was a nightmare though. So I played to Spray, our modeler who's in the chat. Tunbridge and Maidstone West, so I think were those 2 biggest challenges because they're very unique shapes and layouts.
Yeah. Right. Maidstone West. Nice non-stop run there. Perfect. What we got after this then? Strood. And then, yeah, I'll do 5 Tango 07. I did quite a cool one last night where it was a run down from Strood to Tunbridge. You then attach to another train and go empties to Paddock Wood. Quite cool. You there, Adam?
I do need to give a shout out as well to DTG James, or Mole Man, who's been at bloody passengers.
Yeah, very small passengers.
Every time. They're a nightmare, I tell you. Absolute nightmare.
Well, what causes
they just
that?
End up...
Or... Because you get it on a few routes, but what actually causes
it's just bugged. It's physics collision basically. So how you set it up is they have what's known as like a nav mesh.
Yeah.
So basically, you build the station, and then because if you don't do anything, nobody will move. So basically, you have to put down what's called a nav mesh, and it's literally like you trace a path using a flat mesh, and that's the area where the NPC can walk.
Right.
So you'll put it around. Oh yeah, it's an announcement. So you'll put it around, things like lampposts and whatnot, so that they don't walk into them.
Right.
I think sometimes the passenger system just spawns them, and if she's still there in the platform, just see the head there in the back.
Hanging out.
Sometimes the passenger system will just spawn them. So like, I think if two come out at the same time, the collision box of the one can bump the second one down, and then if she's then in the platform collision volume, she can't move because you can't. They can't jump basically. So if they kind of if she ends up below the walkable surface of the platform, they'll get stuck basically.
Right.
It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And I can see now why Matt hates them so much. Is they're just you can literally set up everything perfectly and they'll still break. It's like herding cats.
Brilliant. Let's see, Thunder. Has there been anything about missing 375 traction motor sounds on PS5? Someone noticed that? Yeah.
Yeah. Someone. Yes, it's known. It's a build issue, and DTG should. They said they have anyway. Sent a updated build to Sony, so it'll be when Sony decide to push a patch, really, which hopefully will be soon. I don't know if they push patches on weekends. Hopefully. Yeah, basically, it's known about. It should be fixed. It's sent to Sony, just waiting for the patch to go live.
Perfect. And then Jude, will we see improvements, more functionality on the TMS on the 375 in the future, as that's the main thing missing in the cab?
Not sure currently. It's possible. I'm not going to rule it out, but it's whether we can find the correct documentation for it, work out how to set it up properly, and then implement it and get it in a patch. So.
I suppose it could have some weird license to it as well. You have to.
Yeah. So I mean,
like,
that is actually the biggest thing that we've learned coming from modders. So when you're a modder, you've got complete freedom. You can literally do whatever you want. When you start doing something officially, then suddenly there's all kinds of rules and regulations and laws.
Yeah.
Permissions, and no, you can't do that. Because obviously, when you're a modder, you just build on PC, so we didn't have to worry about performance. Because generally, we were building for. A lot of people that mod the games generally are on quite powerful systems. Can't do that. Can't do that now. Now we have to think about the least powerful system, and we need to build for that, and then tweak it up, basically, which is the correct way to do it from a game dev point of view. But yeah, that was a bit of a learning transition, shall we say?
Yeah. Arguably, it would be more realistic to have them walking into lampposts.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, to be fair.
Have that on like Friday nights, Saturday nights.
Love that. I would love that.
Hello, brothers in arms. Welcome in. I'm all well, thank you. All good. George, that I believe is an issue. Where you put in the GSMR, Adam, and then it has that weird little almost equal sign at the.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So this is really weird because that only shows up on consoles. That's not on PC at all. So all throughout testing, that hasn't been noticed. Only shows up on consoles. I have no idea why. We're gonna look into it, but. Literally, as of right now, it's clearly the consoles are doing something different with the shader or the texture than PCs do. So,
yeah,
yeah, we need to work out what that is and how to resolve it. I'm sure it'll probably end up being something really simple. But,
Yeah.
well, but no, there's two possible outcomes. It'll either be super simple or super complicated. There won't be a middle ground on that kind of issue.
Yeah, yes, George. Don't press the... Well, if you want to be realistic, don't press the closed doors button in the cab, the physical push button, because otherwise it sets it to driver-only mode. So when you actually shut the doors, you won't get the ding-ding from the guard. So you can do it, just you won't get the ding-ding from the guard.
That was another thing that we wanted to push to get included. Have it optional.
Yeah.
Because I know some people, like, because they have the same system in the Skyhooks 158, don't they? And I know a lot of people don't like waiting for that.
Yeah.
So, because it does take an extra 15 seconds. Yeah. It's like, come on, close the door, window. So, yeah, you can skip it. So, that's what I was like, we'll put it in optional.
Just want to remember all of the loco speeds along here. So, what are they?
It's mad to me that you can drive this HUDless. I don't think I can drive a single route in the game HUDless.
No, it's just fun. I like HUDless. I don't know, it's just like...
No, I mean, I just don't have the knowledge. I wish I could. Like, I literally made this route and I don't even think I could drive this HUDless.
It's like everybody has like their own thing they almost like aim to get in TSW. Some people want to complete all of the services. Some people want to get all of the medals and stuff like that. But for me, it's just learning routes.
I think that's good though, because that's the most realistic and if it's done well, that's what you should be able to do. I think so. I hope you can do it fine on us.
Yeah, and it also helps you with my real job, learning all these extra stations and where they are and how to get to them. So it's always quite useful. George says you use PS5, it doesn't work for you. You're afraid. What doesn't work, George? Pressing the physical press button in the cab, or?
So I think he means, so again, this is something that works fine on PC, doesn't on console. If you use the quick cam option to focus on the GSMR, apparently on consoles, it doesn't let you move the cursor to move to press the numbers. But on PC, it lets you use the mouse, so that was fun to find out after release. So yeah, we'll try to look into that.
Well, the one thing I turn off in the settings, I have that view screen. I can't remember where you find it on here, but I have the view screen thing turned off because it's actually easier for most of the screens just to not have the view screen. Somewhere on here, view screen, you can set it to classic, much easier.
Yeah. So I know the annoying thing with that system, for example, and this has come up when I've been doing some testing and stuff on PC, is if you use that view to zoom in onto a display. And if I'm taking a screenshot, I use the snip tool.
Yeah.
So if you go onto that zoom display and then go to snip tool, it won't let you move your mouse. So you can't.
Right.
You can't take a specific screenshot. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Just let me move my mouse. This is really annoying. Stop restricting my control. I hate it.
So we'll just try not to spad. Felt terribly in my case. No, you haven't spadded in a while, Richie.
Cuxton's the one that catches us out all the time.
From 70, and you got the red there.
It's like red light because of the gate, and it's like That's why I had to make one we were doing the preview stream. I was like, I warned Matt in advance. I was like, just Matt, just to let you know when you do it. Be careful at Cuxton.
Brilliant. That was one of the questions actually I was going to ask, was how many reference trips were taken for this route? Now I assume Dovetail Games James was basically your reference material.
Yeah, he was literally. I mean, not that James needs an excuse to ride down the Medway in real life, but no, he went to Tunbridge, for example, took like 100 pictures for us. Got a lot of weird looks from a driver, which is quite funny because there's one picture of him. He's on the end of the platform. He's taking a picture of the signal and where it's placed. Yeah. And just on the right side, there's a 375, and you can just see the driver like looking out the window and changing in the side eye, like what is this guy doing?
Concern for welfare straight away. What's going on?
Yeah, like literally, like what's going on? Why is he taking a picture of the signal and not the train? That's not normal. Like, it's quite funny. Brilliant. But yeah, no, we're lucky enough to get, like James has been a huge help. We've also got a southeastern driver that he doesn't sign Medway, but he signs the Semel.
Yeah.
And drives 6s and 3s and 9s, you know,
Yeah, so that's
all the
good,
time.
yeah.
So he was great to get, like, oh, like, it was, you know, it'd be like really good, but that light doesn't work like this, you know, or it does this
Yeah.
instead, and that was really good to get kind of all the little bits and pieces that, you know, you wouldn't know, you know. Oh, you know. And there was one thing as well. What was it? Oh, it's really funny. Yeah, no, we got it fixed, but he was like, this is really minor. He was like, and nobody that doesn't stare at it all day, every day would ever notice. He was like, but could you please fix this? Because it's really annoying me.
Yeah.
It's apparently been an issue on the Electrostars for a while, but I think it's on the tail light switch, or the headlight switch. In reality, there's like a space between the two words, but in game there's not.
Ah.
And he was like, literally that. He was like, could you please just put a space in? It's like, because I see it every time and it annoys me. I was like, yeah, we can do that.
Brilliant. Let's see. Oh, George, who had the job of taking pictures of the toilets and recording?
that was the driver. Yeah, he did that for us. Yeah, it was really funny. He went down. He took some pictures. I messaged it, and he was like, and just absolutely typical. The only place there was someone sitting on the tray was right next to the toilet. So I can just imagine this passenger just giving him like a really weird look, like,
Yeah.
what's this guy doing with the toilet?
Taking pictures. Toilet
Yeah.
enthusiast.
Yeah, literally, a toilet enthusiast. What is going on? So we made at least 2 people get very strange looks for references for this, so
Yeah.
that's the goal. That's the goal, you know.
Lee says, off on holiday now, not going away until Tuesday, so now have a long weekend to spend on the Medway Valley Line. All downloaded now and ready to go. That sounds fantastic. That sounds like a great weekend plan.
Yeah, it's a very, very chill route.
Yeah.
Have you played guard mode on it yet?
I haven't, no. I don't really do guard mode because it's sort of what I do in real life. So it's
yeah,
like,
I can understand that. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like when people are like, "Oh, you guys still gonna do modding?" And it's like we can, but after spending 8 hours making stuff for TSW, I don't want to then spend my free time making stuff for TSW.
Yeah. Similar, yeah.
I will say it's my favorite route to do guard mode on because it's got a really nice cadence between the stations. They're just the right distance apart.
Not too far.
You're not rushing too much, but you're not just standing around doing nothing. So
yeah.
Plus the guard camera and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Are the 377s the same?
Yeah, they're the same. They have the stewards panel, very similar, basically identical to the 375.
So it's also like driver open, guard close kind of thing, is it?
Oh no, the 377s are onboard supervisors, so but OBS's guards don't do the doors. It's all just the driver. But we still have to key on, just to key on. It's funny. PyTrain, how did you guys find the 3D modelling process, as most of your mods didn't have customs?
Spray's come a long way in the last 12 months. Yeah, very, very talented modeler now. Yeah, like, especially so he started at Cuxton, which again already looked really good. Worked his way down, but for me personally, my favourite model is that GBRF shed.
Yeah.
Spray also made that Snodland logo.
Oh yeah, look at that. Just remember all the tiny little bits you have to go in and do. It's like, wow.
Yeah. Spray did good work. It was very. And then when we got a lot of our secondary assets were then made by Harsh, who is our contractor modeler as well. He did some good stuff.
Yeah.
So he did the DHL, he did the DHL and Royal Mail depot for us. So.
Fantastic. Let's see. Spratty Beltring is one that always gets me, especially towards Tunbridge. The deceptive curve means you can't see the platforms before it's too late. Yeah. I think my breaking point for Beltring is when you go over the that bridge with the metal structure.
Yeah.
That'd be a sort of break for that.
The rail fan bridge.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, rail fan bridge with the hidden. Yeah, that's the one.
The only reason I ever remember Beltring is, again, I'm going to throw myself in it. Is that's where the sheep are. The sheep that try to board the 375 if you're headed northbound.
That'll be fun. Just getting on the train, sitting on the seat, hasn't it?
We did try. Best got literally spawned sheep on the platform to see if they would get on. They walk along, but they won't get on. It's gutted. I thought that would have been an amazing screenshot.
Yeah. Could you just for a laugh somehow substitute an NPC model for a sheep model? Would they then be able to get on the train? And it would obviously it'd be a silly thing to do.
Possibly.
But
The problem is it'd be tied to the skeletons. You'd have like a sheep. It would be the sheep model, but it'd be stretched up and standing on its like, hind legs. So it'd be like some like eldritch horror.
Maybe for Halloween then.
Yeah. The sheep are taking over. That's not a bad idea. We'll swap the sheep and the pet models. You'll have horrific, scary sheep getting onto the trains, and then humans walking around on 4 legs in fields. Sheep have taken over.
That's got that Halloween update. That's got to be. Jude, but the track shadows. Hang on, track shadows and the way the ballast loads in so close right before you drive over it. It looks pretty bad. Could this be improved?
I'm not actually sure what's causing that currently. Possibly. It might be a holdover because obviously we've built off Southeastern High Speed as a base. Because we had to, we set it up, we had to build off it first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can look at it because, yeah, it does. It annoys me as well.
She's
to be perfectly honest.
Let's see. Pete says it's fabulous that a developer is happy to come on to a stream like this. It's a pleasure to have Adam on.
Me too. Same really. I enjoyed going on Matt's charity stream as well when he did one. It's nice to be honest. You can just kind of be a bit candid, which I don't have to be all super PR or anything like that. Just be myself. So it's just hanging out for 2 or 3 hours for me. So yeah.
Lovely. We did try and get Fawx's lovely face on the stream as well,
massive head.
But slightly
my
limited.
4K webcam. Showing my massive head.
Yeah. We did try because I'm on Xbox, so you can see it's a Discord voice call on the Xbox. But then we did try and then load the webcam on the PC, like convert the call to a video call, but then it would still be on Xbox. But every time it failed to load, so it must be probably does that on purpose. So, but at some point, if we do it on PC, or fully on PC.
Also, I did better say I do love your PAS display in the background, by the way. I always love seeing that.
It is probably one of the best purchases I've made. Expensive, but one of the best purchases I've made for sort of the office. Is it
hooked up to the computer then to display it?
Yeah. But no, it's where does it work? Well, obviously it's got the plug to plug it in, power up.
PSR, careful.
Yeah, we're 40. Yeah, and then you use an app to now configure it. Actually, what station do you want on? We can change the station. I think it's Paddock Wood at the moment. I can change it to something else.
So, does it like link up then? To
Yeah.
Like real time.
Real stuff.
Go on, stick Cardiff in. Stick Cardiff Central.
I can do that. Yeah, it is George. Thanks to you. I spent 400 quid or so on that. George Beanie, who's in the chat, is. You might have seen him in the Discord. He's doing the West Coast way for Train Sim Classic. He got a departure board at Christmas, and he was putting loads of images of it in the.
As you do.
Yeah.
Completely standard Christmas gift. Like, what did you get for Christmas? I got a DVD box set. What did you get? Oh, I got PIS departure board.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome though. I love it.
Yeah, he was putting loads of images in our Discord of it, and it was just I want it now. So well. There you go, I got it just after Christmas.
I might have to get one.
Yeah.
I'm tempted now. That'd be a great
you can get announcements as well.
I love that.
They should be changing to Cardiff. There you go.
That's 2 things now that I've got to put down as business expenses. I got to get PIS boards. Yeah, and I want one of those. What was it? The controller that Matt was using, the TS
door
TS
panel,
X?
PVC Pro, like
the PVC Pro, because like it looks awesome. He was showing it after me before the stream, and I was like, I really want one.
Yeah.
So I mean,
cool.
That seems fair, right? I've got to test it for compatibility.
Yeah.
So that seems legit to me.
That's Pete. Mine sits
So
above your
cool.
monitor, lovely, lovely to pass
I
your
love
board.
that PS board.
Yeah. I think everyone's getting one. Richie's got one, Pete's got one, Tintin's
Yeah.
got one now. Brennan, hello, welcome in. Cardiff mentioned now do a Welsh route. He does, yeah.
If I had my way, I gotta get everyone else on board.
Brilliant. Right, almost at Strood, and then Pete said to do 5 Tango 07. Is that? I saw that must be the 375. Yeah, gotta be. I like the way some of the services go from Gillingham all of the way to Tunbridge. That's quite cool.
That was the main thing. It was like that's why it had to be. We had to have Tunbridge and we had to have Gillingham because then the Medway Valley services literally never leave the map.
Yeah.
Like they're always there.
Perfect.
You can do the full days running. Like you don't have to start. Oh, it's disappeared into a ball. It's there we go.
Yeah.
I'm the reason we had to is it Raynham? Raynham's the right end.
Yeah.
Far right
That's fun.
Yeah, because we were originally just doing Gillingham.
Right.
For that, and it was like just one more stop to Raynham and then the 700 stop there. So it's like, it'd be a shame to have them go to a ball for the last, couple of miles. So yeah, guys were less than thrilled about that, but Raynham did make it in eventually.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's like one of the best things about this is if you just want, you can bring it out the depot in the morning and stay on the same train all day, take it back to either Tunbridge, Jubilee sidings or into Gillingham depot. It's like awesome.
I just think it adds to it, doesn't it? You can just build on it more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Don't have to leave the map. That's what people want a lot of the time.
Yeah. Almost as true. I think we're gonna.
It's hard. It's hard to draw a line though. Like the way to start. Sometimes it's because you infinitely scope groups.
Should we go to Ebbsfleet and Dartford now?
Yeah. Again, I love. I'd love a full cess all the way down. Love it.
Yeah.
I need to be stopped. I need to be reined in by the rest of the team. We'll be. Just end up doing everything.
Did you consider adding the Isle of Grain line? Or was that like a no?
Yes. Yeah. It is. It's in our thoughts. We are thinking about it. It's cool.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's the branch line that comes off here, goes up to like here. I think we're quite late on this run. I think leaving Maidstone we're about 7 minutes late. So great.
Your rail tour is fine. You've got like special. Fine.
See you, Rich Shades. Ooh, pizza.
Nobody just getting on a rail tour is like, damn, I had to spend 10 minutes longer on it.
700 there as well. Lovely. Is there a route for Ashford International to Hastings in train to Mod 6? No, the closest is the East Coast way. And this route actually, closest to that area. Well, and South Eastern High Speed, which goes to Ashford, but there's no Marsh link. Firefly's next route Hastings to Charing Cross when? I do wonder, obviously you can't say anything, but is the plan to be a bit like Just Trains, where it's to stick to the same area and just sort of build off of that area? I mean, I personally love that, but...
Not? Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't mind it, necessarily, but at the same time, it's also nice to do a bit of variety and jump around a bit.
Fair enough.
So, again, you'll probably see more Southeastern stuff from us at some point. I will say that.
Ooh, now I'm excited. Very excited.
And we also have plans for other stuff, the Medway, so.
Nice. Oh, another 12 to 13. Oh, quite a bit more then, George. I'm just going right down the end of the platform as a rail tour. I didn't actually count how many coaches we were, so to go down the end, be on the safe side.
Safe and sorry.
Yeah. You Loki want to go on HS1? It's cool. It's really cool. The Javelin.
Do love the jabs. Very nice trains.
Yeah. We've gone a bit far down, but I mean, it's a rail tour, so
Yeah,
who
it's
cares
fine.
where we start?
Rules don't apply.
Yeah.
Rules don't apply. You're
Well, it
fine.
is quite funny with the rail tours, because when I used to be platform staff, you'd have them coming through the station, and obviously we were meant to like dispatch like every train, but then you just get the whole rail tour coming in, passenger, the doors open, people get on and off, but then they have their own they have their own dispatchers for the stations and stuff. That's just different. Rail tours are different. Oh, platform announcement. Where was the voice from for this? Someone actually asked that about the announcements.
So they use it is AI. It uses
Yeah.
the same system that DTG uses, which is 11 Labs, I want to say.
Hmm.
So they're about the only one we would use because, from an AI perspective, they're ethical because they actually pay voice actors to record the voice samples. So it's not like they've just stolen someone's voice, if you get what I mean. So that's kind of like
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have my own concerns about AI. That's about the only thing I would use it for.
Yeah.
As long as it's people are actually getting compensated for it.
Yeah. Oh, just noticed on the debrief, and I think the rail tour that was following the 37 or the multiple unit speeds. I don't think the 33s are fully fitted. But
Oh, they're probably not. That's probably something I need to change. That's probably a slip up on my part.
Well, that does mean you can go a little bit faster, which is good.
Yeah, well, you'll struggle to hit it in the the Semel bit is always fun because you're just like, oh, what's the speed limit? It's 100. What am I doing? 53 in a British paddock mode. It's like, oh.
Right, 5 Tango 07 in the 375/3. There it is. Let's have a look. 5 Tango. Oh, there it is, right there. Maidstone West to Maidstone West. That's the. Oh, just a shunt move. This one. That'll be cool. Set to May. I think we'll do this one. Adam, any other services you recommend to finish off after this?
It's a hard one. It depends what you want to show off. I mean, the 700 proving runs are pretty fun. They're pretty good. If you want night lighting, they're at midnight, so it's it's an ECS move basically.
Right.
It depends what you want to show off, really. They are fun.
Yeah, we give one a go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll finish up with the 700 on one of those.
The 375's driver's reaction to the. Oh, I also wanted to say the TPWS flip that's been fixed internally.
Ah, good.
So no people have noticed that.
Yeah,
that is fixed.
Cool.
So that will roll out into a patch at some point, but internally that we fixed that.
Cool. There you go. Set the GSMR.
That literally just slipped up mind because it's broken on every 375, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
right.
Just completely slipped our mind on that one. And then you noticed it and it was like, Because the thing is, it's a really easy fix. You just got to change the text. Because logically it does work, it's just the text is broken.
Yeah. Lovely. You live in Newington between Sittingbourne and Rainham. Awesome. So this is local then to you. Do I like the bus? I like the bus. Adam, do you like the bus? As in the game?
I do. Yeah. I can play it now. I've been waiting for the economy update because that's what I wanted to play. So.
Are you playing it on the PS5 edition as well?
That's finally out. No, PC.
PC.
I'm on. I bought it like year and a half ago in early access. So I've been waiting a while. I do play it with my PS5 controller though, so.
Lovely. Let's see. Let's be annoying.
While you get set up, I'm just gonna grab a quick
drink.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's
you're
fine.
Right back.
One with the train. That's what TML have done one of those, but when they did World of Subways, I think World of Subways TML did. So that was sort of the train. You just have never been to Kent apart from when you was around 4 years old, tripped on a carpet, hit your head badly and drove back home to Norfolk. Well, good memories then, George. Great. This is we annoyed the signal by calling them up. Oh, that's not good, Brennan. Right. Let's get going. So this is a little shunt move just across to the other platform where some of these early morning services terminate here. Just checking where actually we need to go. Right, just to there. Let's go. Cool. Again, very thankful though for Adam for coming on. He's getting himself a drink at the moment. Yeah, very thankful for him to coming on. Thanks to Spratty as well, who's in the chat, and it's your 165 as well. All wizards of all very talented. Cool. As we head out of here. Yeah, just a little shunt move. So we'll do this and then we'll jump in the 700, which will be a nighttime run, which does mean we get to see the night lighting on the route. So that should be quite nice to show off. Hello, yeah. There's a signaller up there in the box. So we're not going that far along here. We just stop at the... just once we're clear of the crossover here, we stop and then we'll change ends and go back into Maidstone. Pete, what happened on this service? You've told us to run it, but what happened? That's all work fine. Welcome back, Adam. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You actually got the little shunt disc signal as well. That's cool to see. Nice. Yeah, we're just doing the little shunt manoeuvre over to the other platform. The entire cab rattles if you set it up for multiple working. You will only discover this if you play guard mode. Now that is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Luke has put so much stuff into the audio. You would not believe.
Ah. Pete says, I think I found out why I couldn't finish the service. You didn't change ends. Ah. Yeah, I suppose that probably would be the reason why.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wait till 5:44. Do that. Whack that on. Shut down the cab. No, we don't need that end. That's fine. So that's off. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so the other end. Oh, and the lights. Oh, we did it already. Cool. We can a good excuse to go into the toilet again. Oh, we'll show off the CCTV as well. That'll be cool to see. There it is. Very cool.
I'm really glad we got that in. Also, I need to apologise to all you ambassadors. That's the reason why you got your thing got delayed from 10 AM to the evening.
No, the toilet.
Yeah, we wanted to show it off on, like, literally when we put it in, we were like, we need to try and keep it secret to the preview stream.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't even think Matt knew really at the time. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. It was well worth it. Very much well worth it.
Very difficult keeping that under wraps and not mentioning it in articles and store pictures and all that. It was like, no, we want to keep that secret.
Oh, question from me actually. Is there a chance in future, if you're in expert mode, the safety systems could be on by default, instead of setting them up every time?
Potentially, I would like that. If you notice, if you play the scenarios, that is how it's set up.
Right.
You don't have to turn them on, and the scenarios they're on because you know, in reality they are always on. You can't. They don't. You don't have to do that every single time. They're just left on, aren't they? So. Yeah. We could look into it. I do think we considered it at one point, but I think it was. It might have been DTG themselves actually that said that might not be a good idea due to something. I need to check. I would like it personally because.
I think the expert, the expert 145 and 101 have it with the PZB where it's on by default. So the code is for that one. 57. 0.
God, it's 57 and not something else.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Oh gosh, I started it.
I started it.
Yeah.
Who started it?
Right, we'll have a minute here. Look at that though, the sun coming down. Beautiful. And also, I like the way you've added quite a bit of weather in as well. It's probably like an acceptable amount of weather in, where Southeastern were like, yeah, that's fine. There's a nice bit of grime, dirt on it.
It's a thin line.
Yeah.
So some of them would be like, you can't have any, but no. So Southeastern were good.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's probably about the dirtiest you'd actually see a Southeastern train in real life anyway. They're generally pretty good, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Hey,
the
David.
one that does make me laugh is when you get some of the freight companies being like, oh, I can't have that. It's like, really?
Yeah. That's one of the worst offenders.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Class 73s, some GBRF, RHTT, they're just like, what colour are they?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see the paint. You can't even see the logo. They're just covered in soot and grime.
David, welcome to Stand Cross, mate.
For like a freight thing, that should be a good sign because it shows you're working it hard.
No, that's true. That's true.
Just what you want. I'd be concerned, to be honest, if I saw like a freight company that had completely immaculate, pristine trains. It's like, well, you just spent half the time cleaning them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like. The only trains I expect to be like completely spotless are heritage trains and like special, you know, one-off things like that. Really.
Yeah. Is there a hotkey for it? Is it control space?
I think there is on PC. I'm not sure if there is on console.
No, that's definitely not the not the one. Oh, there we go. There.
There you go.
Control B.
Love it.
Brilliant. Now we got the.
So anemic. I love it.
Right, off we go. Have you actually been on a 375?
I haven't. No. They're way out of my region.
387?
I think I've been on 377. That's through what GWR run, isn't it?
387.
Or is it 387? I've been on then. Yeah, I've been on 387.
Yeah, they run through to Cardiff.
My main stuff is sprinters. That's what I grew up on, and pacers. Hilariously, sprinters and pacers. Yeah.
Issue 165. Have you ever accidentally touched the exterior of a tube train car? Straight away, just like soot all over your hand and grime.
Love it. It's like writing "clean me" on it, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember my friend stupidly once, never do this. It was a Thameslink train coming into our local station, and he put his finger out as it was coming in to like touch the side of it, which is probably the most stupid thing to do. Do not ever do that. And like straight away, his finger was like obviously feeling like it was burning because it scraped all the dust, and yeah, it had turned a very different colour very quickly.
Oh no. Yeah. Don't do that.
Not a good idea.
Really don't do that. Oh my life.
Been on loads of 375, 377s, know them all too well. Yeah, they're nice trains, Yeah, much appreciated, David, though. Very nice, yeah.
The 375 driver made me laugh because when we were showing off the 700, he messaged me and he was like, "Nobody needs a windscreen that big."
Yeah. Oh yes, Pete, definitely. And here we are. That was a little shunt move there at Maidstone West. And you got all the posters as well. They're pretty cool to see. And how does licensing work for them? I suppose you have to get. It's the Southeastern, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. So those ones are actually their official Southeastern posters. Yeah. So.
Nice to see. Was that Spratty again doing these?
I think Jetwash did the posters actually. Yeah.
For that, Folkestone.
He loves the posters. A lot of variety we got in. They are really nice posters, to be honest.
I love the old style railway posters as well, sort of similar to this, but
I'm kind of glad they're kind of bringing that aesthetic back, to be honest. And the good old lol sign leaves on the line.
Stretch, Craig Turtle, Vic Posh, Mike Full. You should have put your names on there.
Yeah. That was one of DTG's, I think. That's what it says. Yeah, we should.
Right, let's come out then. We'll do one of the 700 runs. You're interested to see what the upcoming 387 pack will be like. I wonder if we will hear about in the next roadmap. Maybe. Ooh,
I'm sure that will be good. Liam is very passionate. Yeah.
I mean, it's great to have a dev team. I'm sure there's other dev teams as well. The board studios, for example, are very passionate about the game and trains in general. It's sort of the perfect combination.
Goes a long way, to be honest, because it makes it easier when you're making stuff to like notice things.
Yeah.
So for example, we actually got a thank you from DTG's QA team for how polished our route was entering into QA. And that's basically because we all test it ourselves, like every day. You know, we do a run, we test stuff. We're like, oh, that car's floating, that needs to be fixed. That light's not in the right place. You know, all that kind of stuff. So, kind of do our own testing to start with before we hand it off. So.
Yeah, fair enough. 378, so your local North London line is what I've used for the past 20 years. Fantastic. So you've seen it 313s then and all that stuff. All that good stuff. Right, let's get this set up. Another one recommended by Adam. Okay, you can already notice the difference in the lighting. It's just, I don't know. See already. Would this one have the glow on it? Or is this... it does have a bit of a glow, just about to see it.
Yeah, if you put on... If you want to put a little bit of fog on, I don't know if you can...
Yeah, we can do it, let's do that now.
Yeah.
A bit of fog on.
If you put a little bit of fog, you should see the light shafts.
Yeah. Can try do that. Remember the 313s?
You will want to put you'll want to put the lights on dip beam though, because it's quite hard to see it hilariously with main beam.
Let's see, choose a route, Medway Valley, 700. What was it, one of these ones down here?
Is it a 5Q?
Yeah.
It's 5A.
Yeah. So I'll do June. Actually, we'll do March. Bit of fog on there, just a little bit of cloud. That'll do. Silverlink livery, you miss it, but not the actual services. They were awful. Then we go. Bob, hello everyone. Play TSW on Xbox Series X, but this route is not appearing in the Xbox Store. Is this a known issue? Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, that's not. So that's a Microsoft issue, annoyingly. So you got to find it, basically, as annoying as it is, you need to go onto a web browser on something, a phone, computer or whatever. Go to one of DTG's socials for the release article. They'll have a link to the EU and American Xbox Store, which will link to the actual store page for it. You can either buy it on the web browser, or if you wishlist it, it'll then be visible on your wish list on the console. It's a Microsoft issue that's apparently been around for quite a few months, and it takes about 48 hours for it to show up in the search for some reason, which is really annoying.
Just put it in the chat there as well, Bob.
Yeah.
Forgetting lights, that's would be good. Let's see what main beam with the fog. So we haven't got too much fog.
That's not too bad.
That's fine. Right.
That was one of the things we changed by default. I think they were called day and night lighting, but they're not actually called that in real life. So.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Don't know how well that comes up on the stream, but
if it's super foggy, they're very apparent. I mean, look at that. Yeah, they're really nice.
That's really nice. Just those little things, which really they all add up.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we wanted to push. Again, it's just kind of like. All of these things on their own, it's not, they don't make a difference. Yeah, it's when you start stacking them up, it just makes it an overall better experience generally.
Yeah, that's good. Pete says TSW 6 is now showing under the PS5 Pro enhanced games in the store. I mean, good.
Yeah. More power is always good.
Yeah.
Can never have enough FPS.
Again, we've still got the FPS count 60, just 60 the whole time. I mean, if it didn't have the FPS cap on, what do you reckon this could get up to on console?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what settings they're on. The PS5 runs very well, so PS5 I wouldn't be surprised if it got up into the 80s or higher, to be
Yeah.
honest. Xbox Series X is very close to the PS5. It's only, I think it's slightly, literally. So yeah, it's like PS5 is the best performing. Xbox Series X, I think, is very close. You know, we're talking like a couple of FPS off. You know, it's, Series S trails a bit more, but yeah, it still runs fine on that. So, which was the goal, obviously, because
we
want everyone having a good experience on it.
Yeah, look at that. So good to see.
Did unfortunately mean that we had to drop Gen 8 for it, because we wouldn't have been able to make anything like this.
Oh, so just
we had to
tank
support
it.
Gen 8 as well.
Yeah.
And like I probably would have had to have given it a separate timetable, and even then it probably would have only got like 30 FPS, and it's just like I don't really want to.
Yeah.
You know, it just gets to a point where it's like we can't really. It's holding. It would have all held us back for what we wanted to do, basically.
Yeah. And there's also something on this route to do with lights, isn't there? Distant lights or something like that red thing there up there.
Yeah.
Another mod.
Again, jet wash. Anything lighting related is jet wash. So, yeah, there's distant. He's put a lot of the like anti-collision lights you see on tall things like ship masts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Will have red lights. If you look at the various car parks, as you drove past, you'll see some of the cars have got red casting lights from their brake lights, stuff like that.
Oh, lovely.
And then also like way in the distance, we've used a technique that makes it look like there's distant lights that you can see in the distance.
Oh, that's cool for like distant villages and little houses on there. That's cool.
It's just so that when you're looking at it, it's not just completely black, even if there's not really anything there. There's just, you know, because light travels very far at night. You know, you can see like a single street lamp a long way away. So we just wanted to try and emulate that really as best we could.
Yeah, fair enough.
These TSRs, I hate them so much.
Yeah. I keep wanting to turn them off. Oh, is that? What's that?
I've turned them off because I like them as a concept. Yeah, there you go. There's the bright lights.
There you go, that's cool.
I love them as a concept. I don't like that they're always 40 and that they're such a distance.
Yeah.
So the speeds were more variable and they could be longer, then I'd have them on.
Yeah.
But always being 40 just gets really annoying after a while.
And I was in an awkward place. Like yesterday, I was doing a couple of nights ago, I was doing the Tunbridge to Paddock Wood section. I wanted to get up to 100 miles an hour. TSR 40 right in the middle. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. You won't be able to get this route until the 6th of April. And we'll still be just as good then.
Yeah.
Maybe better because it'll have the little fixes in, but...
Yeah, and if it's on PS5, hopefully you'll have audio by then as well. It'd be nice.
I'll wait until that comes, and it comes out and I'll do it on PS5, I guess.
It's the best performing of them all. So.
Bob says, question for the devs, have they considered making the Class 73 or Class 92 for this route, and others to add some variety, even if not prototypical?
Can't comment.
Yeah.
We've looked at everything that runs on the route. I can say that much. I can't say more than that.
Because a 73 DLC in future by either yourselves or another development team would literally be perfect.
Yeah.
And trying to get GBRF in as well, if they want to play ball.
That would be great.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, if DTG does manage to get the GBRF license at some point, the first thing we're doing is putting the logo on the side of that shed, because it's a really nice. It's like, it's their name obviously, but it's like LED backlit, so it looks really nice, especially.
Oh
at night.
yeah, that would
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah, that would look good.
We really want to put that in, but we can't.
Who Junction's looking good though. And HOAs.
They're aggregate wagons.
Yeah, they're just so good.
Love them. They are. I love them. There's cargo line 1 and 2, best bang for your buck you can get, especially on sale. Like,
yeah.
Because they layer onto so much stuff.
And Volume 1 even comes onto this one as well, which is nice to see.
Yeah, so the I definitely recommend, if you're good at driving a 66, I definitely recommend the petroleum services on this, because they're really heavy. like they're heavy, and they're top and tail 66 as well because you need both to move it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, they're fun.
Oh, you can even see the little car there in the on the road there. I don't know if did they have lights before like this?
I think they do, yeah.
Oh. I don't know, it stood out more.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't think we added that, but I mean, we might have. I'm pretty sure. I think that one's stock, but.
We definitely need to get an expert UK train. I mean, the 375 is pretty close to it, really. I think the only thing really with TMS, I guess, being able to log in on
I
there.
think that is literally it, yeah. Which, you know, we would like to do. It's just this documentation.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. And licenses and stuff like that.
I will say the PIS does work if you use it on other routes. If you use the board on that will work.
Cool.
There's a lot of options in it. So also, so in reality, what a lot of them say is they'll say Paddockwood via Maidstone West.
Yeah. Oh,
that manually select that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I can't have it automatically show up due to how timetable PIS works.
Right.
Is the annoying thing because.
Does it automatically
they
set
swap
it to
when they get to Maidstone West, don't they? To just Paddockwood.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, so you can do it. You just have to manually do it.
Might have to do that next time, man. It's right at the bottom of the list.
That was a DTG James request. That one. He was like, "Could you add this?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take like a minute tops to put that in." So yeah, that's not a problem.
I think on the Train Sim Classic version of the Electro Star, on the default one, they have some funny ones like Tatooine, Death Star, and funny ones like that. Obviously, not quite realistic, but
yeah, I'd love to put those in. I was having a laugh last night because again, the GSMR guy posts some funny pictures of getting the GSMR to say like stupid things. They're not PG, so I'm not going to repeat them on your stream.
Oh, okay, yeah,
some
okay.
funny ones.
Brilliant. So I was thinking for the GSMR, you did mention it earlier about for going forward with the GSMR. But I think the way you contact the signaller on here, you've got the little book symbol. If you would then click on that and pretty soon it comes up with like, you know, Three Bridges, Panel 7, Control, Fleet, stuff like that. Would that be, I suppose that would be potentially one of the improvements in future.
Oh, you mean when you contact the signaller, it says where they are? You mean?
Well, as in you could when you could bring up
preset.
you could bring up the contact page where it has like Three Bridges,
right,
Control,
I mean,
Three Bridges signaller.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
The way it's set up is thankfully right from the start it's been made separate just because
that's good, yeah.
Again, it's something we're going to be including on everything, so every time we get extra time to work on it, it's like, right, what can we add now?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And it's pretty much Charlie's baby, so yeah, he loves the GSMR. So
brilliant. That's really nice.
He's done great work on it. Everything, all the team have been really good.
Yeah, that's brilliant. The way it's come out.
But I will say, assuming we can get them into the patch, there are at least 2 more surprises made by Charlie that aren't on the route yet. So
more to come.
So, yeah.
Heard it here.
Yeah. Charlie has a great habit of he'll disappear for a day or two, and then he'll come back with a video and be like, "Oh, you guys might like this," and it's just some insane feature that we hadn't even thought about, and you're like, "How?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's awesome, but how?"
Magic.
Yeah, it's basically, Charlie is insane at doing stuff like that.
Almost onto the Medway section. Almost. North Kent line. Slow through here. I'll say there's a lot of scenery improvements on this section though. It doesn't,
The outside of Strood Station especially, if you look in there's one article showing what the front of Strood Station looks like on SAS, and then you compare it to ours. It's like, I think on SAS it's literally just a flat grey field with nothing in it. I think so. And also, I don't know if you noticed, the ticket barriers work.
Yeah, come on, does the camera? Oh, it does. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm really happy though it's for the camera.
Wait. Ready? Oh, hang on. Don't let us out. I don't want to get us out. Hang on.
No, yeah.
Go this way.
They do work.
I think the camera.
You might have to go further away. a one-off now.
Oh, there we
like,
go.
oh,
There we go. We got it.
It's
Yeah.
near a camera. I don't trust you.
Yeah. Little
Also,
drone
that poor
flying.
woman is still stuck in a
Yeah.
coffee shop at
Time,
12:30 at night. I want to go home. Please.
The night shift at Strood. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a distant lights there as well. Look at that across the river.
The red ones as well.
Yeah. I mean, wow, look at that. Really fun. Then Dovetail's over there somewhere. Matt's probably still playing TSW at this time of night.
Doing another charity stream.
Yeah. Brilliant. Proper chuffed with this, though. Proper chuffed. Dean, what are the chances of announcements for the 465?
So that one is a bit of an awkward one because the DTG trains, we have to be very careful about what we add and don't add. We kind of, because the problem with the DTG trains is obviously they're already using SAS, so everything we do could potentially break something on there, like the scenarios or. So yeah, we have to be relatively conservative with our changes. So currently, no.
Cool.
But never say never on anything really on like that.
Hmm. Brilliant. Also, there was a question earlier I saw. Sparks. You've got the two different types of spark, different colours. What's the difference between what triggers them? Was it just random?
I think it's random, but in real life, it's to do with what causes the different sparks. I'm pretty sure it's to do with the voltage. I want to say.
I feel like you see the orange ones a lot more sort of when it's raining. Well, no, forget that. That was going to sound silly. Like you see the orange ones more when it's raining, but then you see more sparks in general when it's raining. So,
yeah, you see them. Yeah.
That's nice to see added. Because the Rivet games, the original Rivet Games sparks in the game were the orange ones, and then Dovetail did the blue ones. But it's nice that they're both there and improved as well.
And they've got the audio as well, which I didn't know about at first. I thought my headset was dying. The first couple of times, I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "What is that noise?" It's my headset on the fritz. I was like, "Oh, it's the sparks." I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I think someone mentioned that on yesterday's stream I did on here. They were like, I keep hearing this weird like crackling sound. The audio's broken. And it's like, oh. Brilliant. Let's see. Let's see if any questions. Pop them in the chat. What questions have you got for Adam? I'm trying to think of ones myself, which would be which we haven't answered or questioned already. It's like
anything. The worst I can say is I can't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This time we actually have the green through here as well. I suppose as we're not stopping at Cuxton.
Yeah.
How many signal boxes can you see the interiors of on here?
I want to say 3. I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Sprite's still in the chat. He modelled them, so he'll know.
Cool.
I don't know if Sprite's still in the chat.
Potentially. Right, Cuxton, let's get a little flyby shot through here. Again, see the distant lights on the boats and stuff.
What's your next route? Can't say that. You're only ever going to find out what our next route is from a Dovetail article. We're not allowed to say. We'll get in trouble if we do.
I say Matt will be round your house straight away.
Yeah,
kick the door down.
I don't want to stress Matt. Matt has enough stress going on as it is. He's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Like, I've spoken a lot to Matt. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah. See, will you be visiting Dovetail in August if they do another get together? Get developers there as well.
Yeah, I'd love to go. I'd love to go, to be honest. See Matt and James and Joe in person. Would be really nice.
Oh, look at that! Oh, that's brilliant.
Also, because it's really close, it gives us an excuse to go on the Medway Valley Line in person, which we all want to do as well. So.
That was a really nice scene there with the look at the spark there. That's not a.
Yeah, you got your spot there,
Yeah.
and you got the gate there as well.
That was just yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
manual
yeah, look at that.
one that you got to open
Yeah.
with its custom audio and whatnot. I think that was the first gate we made.
Let's go in free cam. I think this is the one. Was it alarm mentioned earlier? Must be this one, I guess. Oh yeah, look at that.
And yeah, in that gate there, you can open and walk across.
Hang on, let's. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The audio as well, yeah. Love it.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Does the big gate open here? Does that open?
I don't think you can do it. In real life, obviously it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Yeah.
That's what's only meant to be
'Cause there's
walking
no
here
cars
anyway. Yeah.
across it, yeah.
Cool. Right, back
But
to
yeah,
this
that
one.
show. I think it's to the marina on the other side. I want to say, so it's really not
Yeah.
used that much. So
Yeah.
that's
cool.
why it's a manual gate.
Lovely.
They're like, we're not spending that bridge there. That bridge there is the bane of my life. You just
Hang
drove
on, let's
through.
go. Let's go back. There, that one there. Yeah.
That one bridge. Oh my life. All my track problems. That one, because look how narrow it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tracks were, I want to say they're too close. No, maybe too far apart, too close. But whichever one it was, the trains were clipping with how it was by default, and it was just like to relay this section that you're on now so many times. Absolute.
I'm sure you spent
nightmare.
many 3 days, didn't you say, to do that? Just
Yeah, literally.
Fair.
And that was all I was doing for that whole time. Was just trying to fix this one section.
why are there a lot of whistle boards on this route? Because there's a lot of foot crossings.
Yeah, an insane amount of foot crossings.
Yeah. HU165, the thing about the sparks is they do just sound alarming in real life, and then through your headset it's just like, what the hell was that? Turned away. Oh, question for both of us, Liam. If you could only drive one train in TSW and one train... hang on. Only one... I guess if you could only drive one train in TSW, what would it be? 375? For me?
God, you're happy on this route then. What would mine be? Like what, of existing trains that already exist? I'm assuming that.
So if you could only drive one train in TSW and one train only, what are you picking?
You know, I might be super contrarian here and give like a really give one that everyone's be like, what? I'm gonna say the LMS AF.
There we go. That is an interesting choice. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I love. See that? I love Steam. I love Steam trains. I love the Steam routes. After Tees Valley, my second most played route is probably Peak Forest.
Wow, that's also unexpected as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I do like. I like modern stuff.
Yeah.
I'm weird, I think, in that I like everything. So I like all eras, all countries. It's all cool in its own way.
Yeah.
I really wish we had more Steam content.
Yeah,
really wish. Unfortunately, I'm the only person at Firefly I think that likes Steam content, so that won't. I've tried. We got a private Discourse, and on it there's literally a channel that's called Fawx's Dreams.
His dreams.
And it's proposals for like Steam DLC, and it's just no. Just no, not happening.
Well, we've got the German one
Unfortunately.
on the way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really hope that they can. I hope by them doing that kind of sorts out Steam physics, and then if that happens, we might actually see more people making Steam DLC, which would be amazing.
Cool.
So.
Spritey says a 710. Quite like it. You can run it on AC and DC.
Yeah.
I go for New Hive at the moment.
As a timetable maker, I just have a natural aversion to bimodal trains because they're a nightmare from a timetable point of view. Because you have to specifically tell them exactly what to do or the default to something that you don't want them on.
Could you somehow program it to change power modes if you had a route where you have... Well, I suppose, the 395 on this route.
Yeah, you can from a timetable. You can tell it to. It's just, it's a pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can, yeah. You
Cool.
you know, if there was a trimodal train, you could do that as well.
I mean, that'd be interesting.
Should be cool.
Pete says, will Firefly just concentrate on one route, or would they consider would you focus on just route DLCs, or would you also consider loco DLCs too?
We have both planned, so yeah.
Awesome.
I think we have a gameplay pack planned as well, I want to say. So yeah, there's quite a lot of variety that we'll be trying to do, depending on what we want to make for it, really. So
brilliant. So things can only get better from being better. We go through Aylesford now. So I lose track of the stations on here. Some of them look quite similar. So it's like, oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one. Like Snodland and Aylesford, similar-ish.
I've been working on this route for a year. I've done the timetable. I still get the order mixed up all the time. I'm like, hang on, right, which one's next?
Yeah.
So I just remember them visually. So like, I know Aylesford is the one that's got the My Lad Tandoori. So that's.
Oh, hang on, let's have a look. Whilst we're here again.
So it should be on the front. Oh yeah, there's your signal.
Yeah.
So it should be on the front of the station building.
Oh, it's actually attached to the station. So it's like Swanwick Station.
Yeah, it's in the station there. So if you look there, it says my
gotta go
there. Indian takeaway.
You've got when you go on this route, you've got to go to here.
Yeah, we want to go. Yeah, book it there. That's where we're having team meal.
It's a bit like Swanwick Station, where you've got Tandoori attached to it. That's on the west coast.
Well, so we got Snodland as the mural.
Yeah.
So that's why I recommend that. Hauling is the bane of my life, so I'm never forgetting hauling. Cuxton's the first one, so that's easy to remember. Beltring is the sheep. Wateringbury is super picturesque. That's how I remember that one.
In fact, actually, we'll get to the end of this one, and we're spawning at Wateringbury. Is it one of the stations you can walk into the village? Can't you? Oh, it's a little Easter egg, or I saw something in the Discord about.
There's a couple you can. So Aylesford, you can walk a bit because of the rope crossing, and I think that's where the. Is that where the DHL depot is? You can walk up to the DHL depot. I'm trying to remember where it is.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, we've expanded the boundaries a lot more than you'd normally see on anything other than a JT route.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has made QA a headache. I will say that much. Because they test all the invisible walls, and they're like, "Oh, I can leave the station here," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's intended," and all that kind of stuff. So it's more red lights from you.
Yeah, I keep looking at them and say, "Oh, nice." Hang on, let's bring that out. Yeah, look at that. Caravans there as well.
Yeah.
Just it's lovely, and even from the motorway as well.
We wanted a route where people wouldn't be like, oh crap, it's a night route. Like it's a night service, because I get like that sometimes. It's like some of the services, if it's only like super early or super late, I won't do it because you can't see anything. And I'm like, that kind of defeats the point of it for me.
Yeah.
So you're like, we didn't want people to not do services because they're at night because they can't see anything. So we make it realistic, and people should want to, really.
Yeah.
I want people driving in out on a route to do it because they want to drive at night, because it's a nice experience, not just.
It's getting dark, and it's gonna be night. Don't like this anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's why I like on quite a lot of routes. Yeah. Quite some of them are fine, especially some of the American routes are actually still really good at night. But
your friend in Colombia says, "Hola, did you enjoy Colombia?" Hola to Diamalapas amiga. It was fantastic. Colombia was absolutely superb. Yeah, superb.
Did you just get back, did you?
No, back in December. Went for a week over to Colombia, as that's where my partner's family live. So yeah, I went, to Colombia, which was, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
What was the weather like?
Warm, but not like
warm.
Not like really warm. Where it's like, I can't be outside. It was like just right, right. Sort of, I think it was 27 degrees for the whole time.
So that's not too bad when the country's built for it, isn't
it?
That's what I find. It's like you can go somewhere like that, 26 degrees. Everything's built for it. The houses are built for everything. It's fine. Come here, 26 degrees, just hell.
Yeah.
Absolute hell.
No AC.
You know, like
The train's the
every
best
time we
place to
get a
be.
heat wave and it's like, oh, 31. I'm like, I literally want to die. What is this temperature? It is awful.
Yeah. No, so the class
And then
700 best place to be. Air
yeah,
conditioning.
lovely AC. And then you get like, I've got American friends, and they'll be like, "Oh, 32 degrees, not even that hot." I'm like, "You're only saying that because you all have AC on all of your houses." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
32 degrees C isn't that bad if you don't actually have to experience it. Sure,
Mm,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, with how humid it gets here, trying to sleep at night when it's 32 degrees in the
Yeah.
summer sometimes is just. Oh.
Yeah. A little bit warmer than Sussex, Pete. I mean, in Sussex it gets really warm, so Cumberland's a little bit warmer. But the best thing was the food. The food over there is incredible. And it's all like healthy as well.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Mm.
That's the holy grail. If it's healthy and nice, that's like
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main signal box with an
Yeah.
interior.
You got the bloke up there, or the lady who was up there on shift.
It is such a nice signal box. Like
He's on his phone. What's he
not
saying?
paying attention. Yeah,
What's going on?
not paying attention.
Oh wait, Network Rail, get him fired. What's he doing?
Bros and TikTok. He's doom scrolling.
Hmm. Could be worse. There was a signal I caught once on inappropriate adult websites, and train crew saw it. And let's say there wasn't a signaler for very much longer.
Oh my life, it's awful. Come on, at work, really?
Yeah.
Come
Hmm.
on.
So I suppose we'll see less lights now on this part of the route. Now we'll get into the rural section. Nice, Pete. But not be stopped, yeah. Right, off we go.
Do love the 700. Such a cool train.
Yeah.
I really want an AC route with the 700s.
UCML South, that would be... Well, no, actually,
That'd be
Midland
really
Main Line
nice.
South, actually. I feel like that would be more suitable. Well, I feel like if we saw that... Yeah, I feel like if we saw a route AC for the... It would be Midland Main Line South. 50 miles, Bedford to St Pancras, full package.
Be
Not
nice,
bad,
especially if it came with the FLU as well.
Yeah.
Love that.
Exactly, yeah. On society. Spending budget efficiently. Greg, absolutely awesome job with the game. Read the reviews yesterday, had to buy it today. If they do, East Coast Mainline Peterborough to King's Cross. I hope you are involved. To you, Adam.
I'd be so stressed doing that. After the West Coast Mainline timetable, I was just, London Tim and I just give me like heart palpitations. It's so much work to deal with. It's just like, oh. Like, oh, gosh.
Right.
That timetable was particularly hellish, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I did it a few times.
Because you've got the Euston's bad enough. I mean,
Yeah.
just dealing with Euston's bad enough. But then you've got all the London Underground stuff, and there's so many trains for the London Underground. It's just like, oh my life. Like, so to put in perspectives, the 805 timetable I made, it's got like total services now, so including AI, is just over 2,000.
No minute.
And half of that is London Underground.
Oh.
Half of that is
Right.
just London Underground. It's just, oh. And cause it's made harder as well because they don't have the interim stops don't have times in the official timetable.
Right. Yeah.
It's just as they get there, which, you know, from doing it, that's fine in real life. When you're trying to make a structured timetable that the AI needs to follow, it's just like, right, I'm just gonna have to kind of fudge the numbers, the interim stops, but I can't make it like 21 seconds past, you know, the minute, because no one's gonna believe that. So you got to round it, and then to either the whole number or the 30, and doing that then can cause delays. So it's just it's a nightmare, absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I suppose I don't do many mods on PC because, well, originally my PC wasn't the best for TSW, but then, I think I've done the way. I did that timetable one a few times for the 377 up to Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Love it.
So busy as well. Very busy.
If you played the 805 DLC, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. So I did the West Coast Mainline timetable for that as well. So if you played that one,
Fantastic.
that was yeah.
Oh, was that the mod 805 or the official?
No, the official one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the official one.
No, yeah, I made that for all aboard. Yeah.
Oh,
the
lovely.
West Coast Mainline one.
You're part Firefly and part all aboard.
Yeah, that. So yeah, I started doing that just as we were kind of getting started with Firefly. I don't have time to do contract stuff now, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was stressful. West Coast Mainline so stressful.
This must have been a lot nicer going from.
This was really nice. From a timetable perspective, like, this is really nice. It was like, because the thing is as well, Euston is like a black hole of timetables, especially for Avanti, because they'll be like you're going through the working time timetable or like real time trains. You're looking at that, and it's like, oh, okay, so
That hurts your eyes seeing that, all of that.
It's like, oh, so this 390 goes into this platform. I'm like, right, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through it, and apparently it never leaves. I'm like, well,
Great.
it must be a TARDIS then, because another train comes in there, and you can't fit 12 cars in there, so where's it gone? And another time I was reading through it, and it said that like it stopped in a siding, and it come from like Manchester. I'm like, so what? You're offloading and siding or what? What's happening here? They just fudge it.
Yeah.
So they do it on the day, basically, we Euston, because it's so busy. They just kind of allocate them on the day. But again, when you're trying to make an ordered timetable that the AI can follow, it's really problematic.
Gary, hi Joe and Adam. My son is a current driver on the Medway Valley, and he says you have done a fantastic job of the accuracy of this route. I have to agree, it's your favourite route to date. Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Happy days. That's high praise. When you've got people that actually drive it saying they like it, I'll take that. That's very high praise.
Yeah, very well done. And then let's see, 700 is actually. Oh, hang on. Original Tomcat. This is a fantastic route. Thanks, Fawx, and the rest of the Firefly team.
So happy to do it. To be honest, I'm really glad everyone seems to like it because it makes the stress and the sleepless nights worth it. To be honest.
Let's see, H165 700 is actually a super cool train. You can see it all the way down like a snake, and it has a massive windscreen, like IMAX driving experience.
Love the 700.
Makes quite a difference when you go from the 375 to this. It's like, oh, I can see the right-hand side now.
Yeah, that's the main reason. It was like, we need to put this in, because this is the best train to kind of see stuff while staying in the cab.
Yeah.
You know, or a networker. Also, that's what the 465 works quite well as well.
Yeah. Greg says he was a test driver for the 730, as well as the 345, 710, 720, 805, and 810. Wow.
Oof. Love it.
You sound like Greg. You sound like you should be on one of like the test teams or something for these for Dovetail and other developers.
I will say, Dovetail are always looking for actual driver or rail people, beta testers. So if you reach out to them, that they probably will be interested.
How many whistle boards are there? Loads. Loads.
The answer to that question is yes.
Just hold down the horn the whole way.
Yeah, pretty much.
In fact, we're coming up to the hotspot where there's loads of them.
Constantly.
Although this time of night, you don't actually do the horn unless it's an emergency. It's between 23:59 and 6 AM. You don't do the horn unless it's an emergency.
Silent hours now.
Yeah.
Not that you're going to wake anything up other than cows and sheep.
Yeah. Just in the field. What was that?
Oh, there. Is it St. George's Cross?
That's slowing down for the 30. You're buying this route along South Eastern. South Eastern's currently on sale and place. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
So that's sort of almost like one of the must-have routes if you are thinking about getting this route is to get South Eastern high speed with it, because then you get all of that action on the top end of the route. And yeah, Cargo Line Volume 1 and 2 as well.
Those are definitely the critical ones I would recommend, and the 700 if you can get that. That'll get you like 99% of the services. It's just rail tours missing then.
Yeah. Should have had a car that's just a giant horn. Yeah. Let's see, what's our signal showing? Flashing whites are all good. It's happy with us. Your first run on the Medway Valley Line, you got a spad on your first run. Ah. Whereabouts?
Was it Cuxton?
Yeah.
Please ask me. Please ask, was it Cuxton?
Just like have like a little pop up on the HUD before Cuxton.
Yeah.
Please go slow.
It makes you feel better. Every single one of us has spatted at Cuxton multiple times. Or even, in fact, earlier it was quite funny. Jet Wash was doing one of the aggregates freight services.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think it's bugged. I've been sat at a red light for 10 minutes. And it was because he had to reverse.
Oh.
He was just like, I think it's broken. He was like, oh no, wait, it wants me to reverse. Never mind. I was like, yeah, okay.
Brilliant.
It's been a long week for all of us.
Yeah. So are you gonna relax now for a bit, or is it straight into the next project?
So other than any kind of like essential bug fixes we need to do, I think we're probably all gonna take like 2 weeks off just to kind of and just not touch anything train related for 2 weeks to just kind of de-stress for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we'll get started on the next thing and any extra bug fixes and improvements we need to do then, really.
Yeah. You studied this morning. Nice, John. That's one big horn once, yeah.
I'm honestly really glad that there really hasn't been very many issues, to be honest. Like, really glad. If we can just get the PlayStation patch out, I'll be extremely happy with how it's gone.
Yeah. So that'll be out soon enough anyway.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Oh yeah, bell trim.
That one's even more annoying because it's like completely and utterly outside of our control.
Yeah.
That's what kind of, the other bugs. It's like, oh, we can fix those, and oh, that's our fault. We can fix that. That's fine. But the fact that this is a build issue, so technically it's not really anyone's fault, and that we just got to wait for it to be deployed. That's what gets a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Because obviously, and it's completely everybody on PS5 obviously wants the motor audio, and it's like, no, I get that. I want you to have your motor audio. I wish I could push the patch right now.
Yeah.
That's
Any
always
plan?
the downside with consoles.
Yeah, it takes a bit longer to get the updates out.
It's like TSC. If you were just on Steam, you can post a patch that's within like an hour. That you have full control on Steam. You can push it, but when it's consoles, you have to send it to them, then they have to test it, they have to approve it. So
yeah, a bit of a headache.
Yeah.
Let's see, John. Any plan of adding the class 90? I mean, to this route it wouldn't work because it's well, juice rail, not juice wire.
Yeah.
And if you're saying about Firefly doing the 90, well, ATS it's coming out next week, so that'd be cool.
It's Monday, isn't it? Is it Monday?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I have got it. I just haven't played it yet. I've been too engrossed in the bus and Medway.
So, no complaints from me. That's my exact same answer as well. So
PT Hibbs, what is the next thing? We want to know. H165.
I will say there will be a lot. There's stuff going.
Ooh. One of the best parts about Medway Valley Line for casual players is that even if you don't see all of the scenery, the game anyway just looks and feels different upon simply spawning into the route. Yeah. And Si says thank you for adding the toilet. It made Matt defo like that.
Good. Good.
I'm glad
that was a general good decision.
Cool.
Because again, it's one of those little touches. It's just like I'm the same in plane sim. I like to open windows. I like to open doors. It's just it adds to it. It makes it feel more like. To me, that's what differentiates TSW and TSC. Like TSC, you are the train. You're the train. Whereas in TSW, you're a driver on the train. You can walk around the train. You can open stuff. You can press stuff. It's just even if it doesn't have a gameplay point of view, it just adds to that feeling of immersion for me. So
yeah, it's brilliant. Original Tomcat would be nice of you to build off Tunbridge. Hint, hint. Bagel Bomb, welcome in. I'm alright. You hope you're enjoying tooting through the Garden of England. Well, we've been on for 3 hours, so yes. Almost 3 hours, yeah. This has been the longest stream in a long time. It's been really good. It's flown past. So yeah, appreciate the time you've taken out your day, Adam, to come and
no, happy
chat
to do
with
it.
us.
Honestly, it's actually quite relaxing. It's nice to have a respite from doom scrolling the forums and Discord trying to help people, to be honest. I think it's tapered off now, so I think we've sorted most people's issues that they've had, so.
Yeah. Liam's, what's the best station for train spotting? Adam, what do you think the best train spotting is?
From straight busiest, it's actually probably still Strood, especially if you go onto the new bridge that we've made. Like if you want to see, like the amount of trains would be Strood, then probably Tonbridge would be the second for amount of traffic. Scenic, if you like it to be scenic, Maidstone West probably, or Water and Bree. And the actual, what I would say, the best rail fanning spot, especially if you find out when the rail tours are, it is that bridge which is just north. It's Yalding, I want to say we worked out.
Yeah. Between just between Beltring and Yalding, you've got that green bridge, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
North of Beltring, south of Yalding. Yeah.
Yeah. This service is different.
There's 3 whistle boards and I bet. Yeah, this is the backroading, isn't it? Is it
we're on. But BD, wrong road.
Yeah. So originally, this was me screwing the timetable up. Screwing the route up because it would pick this at a priority, but then it was like, well, actually, it is enabled for bimodal directions, and it's not getting in the way of anything because there's nothing else running at this time, and it's technically a test run. So I was like, so logically, actually, it's a bit different, so we'll keep it. So
I think it was 70 in this direction. It's not. Well, I think.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, it is 70.
Yeah, I was looking at the 40 board, thinking, oh, we'll be coming across there, and then all of a sudden, I just go, oh no, we're going this way. So you think the 700 would be more ETCS centered for a new route? That'd be cool, going through the Thameslink core, or somehow making ECML South in the future where it has ETCS. Oh, Greg says, Adam, what are your game plans to bring in ETCS? No time to look at scenery when you were looking at a plan on a DMI.
Gotta have the scenery. I'll make Jetwash and Bess got very upset. We don't do the scenery.
Nice, Pete. On stream end, you're off to buy a birthday cake for the wifey. Lovely. Big chocolate cake, lemon drizzle, Victoria sponge. What are you going for? I think after this I'm ordering a Domino's. Have you eaten, Adam?
Tomorrow. I haven't yet, no.
Oh, I should order you a takeaway.
That's the plan.
Oh, curry.
Yeah, good old jalfrezi. That's what we like.
Well, all serious though, thank you for coming on tonight. It's been great.
Oh, happy to.
Yeah.
It's chill. I enjoy watching your content, and you've also helped us out with various bits and pieces, so I'm more than happy to do it.
Awesome.
Also, I think it's rare to find as well, because you're an ambassador that's literally on all the platforms. You're literally you literally do PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I think puts you in a very good position of actually genuinely being like unbiased from a platform perspective, because you're like, well, I play on everything. So.
Yeah, it's the blurry textures are just like the most irritating thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what was the? Because obviously I haven't played on Xbox. What was this? I know you've seen it mentioned previously, like Xbox audio issues. Like
the Xbox. It's like crackly. Like when it's not as apparent now, I don't think. But when it was with the other trains, like the AWS would go off and it would be crackly because it was like a loud noise. It would make it crackly, especially for steam trains with the loud, steam and stuff coming out. Yeah, it would be a bit crackly.
That'd be really annoying. Yeah, I don't blame you on that. That would be like super annoying.
I haven't run to phone. No, I haven't. Maybe I should. Unless Amanda's left something for me, but she's out tonight.
Make it a Domino's night. That's
Yeah.
tomorrow's night plan for
Yeah.
me. Can't go wrong with the Domino's. Are you collecting or picking it up or getting it delivered? That's
Oh,
the
get
question.
delivered. Get delivered.
What? No, you gotta
Yeah,
collect. It's like half the price.
Be lazy.
I mean, yeah, no, I get that. To be honest, that was the when I was in uni. That was the dangerous thing. 'Cause there was a Domino's. It was literally like a 2-minute walk down the street. And they were almost 24-hour. I think they were open till like 4 a.m. So like, when I was doing like reports, it'd be like, oh, it's 2 a.m. I've been up all night. Could get a large Domino's pizza for like 8 quid. It's like, that's a no-brainer, you know.
Not bad. You've been up since 3 a.m. getting tired now. Want to at least get one service before going to sleep. What service would you recommend, Adam? Any service Lee can do quickly before going to sleep?
I mean, anything that doesn't stop a lot is a good run. So
Tunbridge
again,
Paddock
these
Wood?
700 services, they're great. You could do some really short ones if you want to do Tunbridge Paddock Wood, depending on how long you've got. Get the 375 up. CML is also, they're only about half an hour, so they have been uplifted. Did you see our new bridge at Gillingham?
Yes. Yeah. That is a big difference.
And the signal box they sprayed did both of those.
Brilliant.
Do you know, annoyingly, they've removed that bridge this week in real life. It's coming back apparently, but James was saying that apparently they're cursed because there was some bridge that they put into SES.
Yeah.
And like the week before release, they demolished the bridge.
Brilliant.
And then they've just done the same thing for this. It's like, it's just every time they make a route around there, they get rid of one of the bridges.
Brilliant. Southerner Trains, how are you feeling about Network Southwest progress? It's looking good. I don't know the Southwest Main Line that well in that particular section, but from the screenshots, it's looking good. Because I think it's a kit bash as well. So yeah, looking good. Pete says Firefly can certainly hold their heads up high. First addition to the game, and they've totally nailed it. Well done. Take a bow, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. We are happy. Very happy with how it's turned out, to be honest.
Oh, this is Tunbridge. Well, Tunbridge West Yards would look quite good at night time as well, with the night lighting. Yeah.
Especially Jubilee.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know, but you can literally the path is modelled from the edge of the platform all the way to the side.
Oh, we got to do that. We got to walk down there.
It's got really nice lighting, and it's got the they called the plastic board things that you walk on.
Yeah. Ones. Right, which are we going to the? Okay, we actually go into the.
I'll want you to go in the siding.
Yeah.
I'll want you. So you got the white shunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one always throws me off because I always mentally think it's the signal on the right. That's actually it's really weird. Yeah.
It's a bit There's one. It's a really cheeky one on. I think it's at Lewisham, on what was it? Southeastern Network on Trentham Classic, and it looks like it's for the line coming down from London Bridge, but it's actually for the one coming down from Victoria. And it's just like, is that mine? Is it? Is it sort of at an angle as well?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what makes it really hard when you play in HUDless. To be honest, you're like, is that mine? Is that my signal? is that mine or is that not? I really don't want to spad. This is the end of an hour's service. I really don't want to spad.
We're coming into the down main siding. Cool. Was there a walkway across the main line here? I mean, look at this here, lovely.
No, you can't.
Oh, wow.
There's no path over here. Right?
This does look good, yeah. Well done, Jet Wash. It actually looks like, well, because most of the time you get it on routes where it's just pitch black in the sidings. Yeah. Well, there'll be some lights, but it'll still be pitch black. Also, we'll go right down the end. And then, we'll spawn in at Watering Brae to finish off.
See the gas lamps.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll have to share what Steve just said to me
Oh.
to you. I can't say it on the stream, but it's quite funny.
Brilliant. Amazing Stoke. Yeah, the light. Look at that. We just everyone take a moment just to look at Tunbridge West Yard and just the lights in general around this area.
Yep. So see, there's the path there. So you can walk all the way down here
AWR.
to the Jubilee sidings.
Yeah, all the way down. Yeah, across there by the signal box.
Yep.
Still going. Still going. Still going. Over the line again. Yeah, I think over this side. I think over there's. I think there's a crew room over here somewhere. Somewhere over here is a crew room for southeastern staff. Somewhere. Right. Yeah. Let's change the time of day. Make it bright again.
Don't make it too bright. You want the lights on.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. What should we do? 5 a.m. February? Would that be? Should be on there,
so either early, sunrise or sunset is really nice. Or Trimbury.
Joshua, GSMR doesn't work on PlayStation. Won't let you type it in. It should be. Oh no, I haven't played it actually on PlayStation.
That's only if you. It's only if you use the quick camera view. So if you don't use the quick camera view, you should be able to enter it.
Yeah. Also, make sure expert mode is on in the settings there. That's another thing.
Yeah. And if you've toggled it on while you're in a service, you have to restart.
Yeah. Right, let's go down to. Well, we got Waterbury, wasn't it? Oh, Aylesford. What was the one we were going to?
Depends what you want to see. Waterbury's the most scenic. Aylesford has the tandoori.
I've seen the tandoori. I mean, very tasty. But let's go Waterbury. 5 a.m. February. That should be dark. Should be. Ish.
Yeah.
My favourite train, 377. So 375 is
no bias.
Good. Yeah, no bias.
No bias at all detected.
Yeah.
That's good though. I'd be more alarmed if you like absolutely hate the 377. I'd be worried about you every day. It's like I hate it. I hate the thing. See those lamps? I love them. I absolutely. Wow. I love those lamps. They're so nice.
Old school.
You got the bits. You got the river in the background, and it's just.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's just cozy.
Right.
And the signal box is modelled here as well.
Let's go daytime quickly, just so we can see the scenery. And then we will call it there. Fantastic. I'll probably end up playing this tonight. I'll probably be playing this at like midnight, just sort of like, yeah.
While eating the leftover Domino's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My plan is curry and then playing the bus with some cider. That's my opening plan.
That sounds good. Let's see.
Switch off and have Germans shouting at me about the change.
Yeah. The European slot, you like the Desaro mainline, although the 333 is very kind of low reliability. You think the 333 is currently your most intrigued max UK stock at the moment. It's actually cool electrically. Right. There we go. Yeah, look at this here. It's like peaceful. Must be nice living along here.
Just super tranquil, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just.
How do we get out? We could be cheeky and just go down the cattle grid, but you have to go over here to get out. Okay, let's go over here. You'd almost think they would Network Rail would have put
entrance in,
yeah, you would have thought Network Rail might have put in another entrance down there. I mean, accessible, then it would be level-ish. I thought that was my thoughts there made me think of Rainbow Six Siege, that being a drone. I
did see you playing that yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I was on that. So let's come down. Little wander, peaceful, little garden of some sort here. There's the old goods shed. At least I assume that's what it would be.
I love that model. Yeah.
Network Rail.
Track work.
Yeah, track work rail.
Yeah.
Nice mix there between rail track though, rail track and network rail. When it was rail track. That's cool. That's what it meant to be a
Oh,
Royal
there's
Mail
the
van.
pub.
That's a pub?
Custom model pub to
Oh
your
yeah,
right.
the four. Oh, that's cool. 4 foot. Can't go in.
No, so originally we were thinking that we could,
Yeah.
but then
Would that put the rating up?
James made a very good point. We couldn't have anything in it that was alcohol related or raise the rating, so you just have an empty bar, which would be a bit odd.
Peggy 18, Medway Valley Line.
Yeah, literally, like what is going on in this route? It's like we just had a single bar.
That's cool to see.
Yeah, so that was one of the numbers we had to change.
Yeah.
If you look, actually, all the level crossings and like bridges and stuff have their appropriate boards like that.
Well, like 39 miles, 71 chains from, I think it was like London Charing Cross, that is, I think. And if anyone who doesn't know, 80 chains is a mile. So that's basically near enough 40 miles, that is. Let's come across. There's a signaler's bike there. It's been eco-friendly. That's the inside. Working hard in that. Not on the phone. Good.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
on the phone, actually paying attention.
Yeah. Let's see how far we
Which is
can
hilarious because this is a quieter. There's one of our collectibles there.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't got any on this route. You can walk that far that way. What about this way? Oh, hang on. Oh, there's another one. There you go. So there, look at that though. Oh, and the river's like dirty as well. Like it's not clean.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
No, it's a realistic color.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be like, oh, it's super blue, because it's not. It's just not.
Right. Well, I think anything else you'd recommend showing, Adam? If not, I think that would probably be it.
No, yeah,
Well, that's a nice thing, actually.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Any other comments to quickly do? Last questions. Favorite route on Train Sim Mod 6. Favorite route on Train Sim Mod 6. As in just Train Sim Mod 6 routes or all of the routes in general? Because for me,
see, that's what I was thinking.
yeah. I mean, for me, Train Sim Mod as a whole, it probably still is Brighton Main Line because it's a local route of mine. So, what about you, Adam?
I'd say that's fair. So of the whole, mine is Tees Valley.
Yeah.
Again, just surprising people with that. Everyone's like, what?
How about Strood? Going to Strood.
Oh yeah, show the exterior of Strood.
Yeah. Pete, thank you Joe, and thank you Adam for the awesome stream. Some great insights into the development of this route. Fully appreciate your time, and of course all in chat for joining the stream. Loving guard mode for CCTV and toilet. It's worth buying just for that.
Oh, there's your other collectible, the post box.
But that's a collectible, is it?
Yeah, see there's a letter at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Oh, hang on, what's the have a look. Somewhere, somehow. I'll send that off. Oh, there's a map. Oh, it's actually the real map as well.
Yeah, that was another thing that was like, we need the actual map.
Some of those crappy ones.
Unrealistic map, because I don't know. Again, we're all rail fans and we're all players.
Yeah.
So stuff like that annoys us.
Someone's been in trouble here.
Yeah, and they're electric as well. If you look at the license plate, they are the electric ones.
Oh yeah.
So they got the green on it. Yeah.
Let's go through the ticket barriers as well. Or we could push through them. Oh, we got it. There we go. Actually, still at work. Still at work.
Yeah.
And then the footbridge as well, isn't it? This has been changed. Oh, this wasn't here before.
Yeah, no, completely new model that Spray absolutely knocked out of the park.
Brilliant. Oh, other side.
Yeah. It's a flip around one. Yeah. It's a good place to watch trains from up.
Oh, is that the pub down there?
Quite far.
Oh, the Firefly Inn. There it is.
Yeah. The Firefly Inn. Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me actually, Paddock Wood. You've got Elsford Village. Quickly, just have a look at this as well. Paddock Wood. You've got the Firefly clock
There you go. That's Steve's cat and Steve's friend.
Andy Keane. Is that family of Firefly or?
Yeah, that's Steve's close friend. That, unfortunately passed a few weeks ago.
Oh, blimey. Sorry to hear, Steve.
And then and Steve's cat Pip, who was over Steve's shoulder judging him for the first 6 months of the recreation.
Right. That's Elswood Village, which we're just walking. How far? Hang on, the station's all over there.
Yeah.
We're all over here. Yeah. Someone had fun.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, eh? Peaceful.
Because again, it's like, yeah, why not? You know, let's see. There's your
post
Fawx.
as well.
I mean, to be honest, doing stuff like this, it does make it easier to do collectibles because you're not gonna have like 20 post boxes at train stations or like life rings here, so
yeah,
it just allows us to spread them out a bit more on a more of a realistic kind of.
Yeah. Right, Paddockwood, and then I think that's that. Paddockwood. There we go. Yeah, because you've got. Do you get fast services coming through here, or are they all stoppers?
No, yeah, you do get fast services.
Oh, lovely. No, I'm not too good. Well, I don't really know the southeast, this area that well.
I don't know if you've noticed, by the way, on the announcements, but we do actually have announcements that will play where it'll say, like, please mind the gap, this service is not stopping at this station as stuff drives past, so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Southeastern Railway.
Steve made that clock.
Really lovely. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That. Really nice. And you've got the booking hall here as well. Whatever's. I don't know what's here. What are they? What are they? Oh, stairs. That's stairs? No.
Yes, there's another building there.
Ah,
so
another
it's
building
just
there.
like offices, yeah.
Get your emergency phone there. Says it's a signal post phone. That's for the no. Oh, emergency phone there. It's been shut down. No ticket office here anymore. You can do a lot more walking around at the front of the. We're walking into Paddockwood now. Gonna get my Domino's from here. Look at that.
Again, you would not believe how many QA tickets we got about letting people walk out here. Like, oh, you can leave the playable area, and it's like, no, it's intended.
Yeah. And then I saw one of the is it training centre?
Yeah, so that's the network. It's a network rail training centre.
There.
So they have a load of track that's like not connected. So inside there, I've seen some pictures inside. It's really cool. They have like they have a section of track inside.
Yeah.
And it's set up with like points so that they can work on them,
cool.
And like a signal cabinet and like the
really
emergency phones and stuff, so that they can practice like proper behaviour and stuff before they're actually out on the line side.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's just leave it at that scene there, looking at the Paddockwood, Keelan sidings there as well in the background. But yeah, thank you very much to Adam for joining us. We've got Spratty, we've got Itchy165, obviously got Steve watching as well. So thanks to all of the developers for coming in, and thanks to Adam for joining us on The Voice.
No, very happy. Always happy to.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm sure we'll have you back again for whatever the next release
you definitely will.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
That has been 3 hours. That's the longest stream in a very long time. But yeah, amazing. Hello, Josh as well. Welcome in. We're just ending, but you've got 3 hours and 20 minutes if you want to go back and have a look. Yeah, I think I'll order my Domino's now. I think.
Yeah, I gotta put my curry on.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Yeah, but yeah, this route is out now. All platforms, £29.99. Well, I say all platforms: PS5, Xbox Series, not PS4 or Xbox One.
If you can find it on Xbox.
yeah, if you can find it on Xbox. In fact, I'll put a link now for the Xbox UK version or EU version. In fact, let me put both of them in the chat. So that's for EU, so UK is bundled in with that, and then you've got the US store page, which is here. So if you're on Xbox, those links there will take you to where you need to go to find it. Yeah, £29.99, 375/6, 375/3. You've also got all the layers as well, which we've done a couple of on the run. But yeah, any last words, Adam?
Well, I want to say, well, thank you for having me on,
Yeah.
first of all. Thank you for all the help you've given us, because it has been nice getting the, you've been helping us a lot with like miscellaneous stuff that we kind of
Yeah.
didn't think about. It's like, oh yeah. And obviously thank you all to the rest of the Firefly team, because they've all been great to work with, and honestly it's been a dream come true to actually make something and release it, really. It's been really nice. And thank you everyone for all the super positive feedback so far, and your patience for the issues that there are. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we'll leave it here, and well, yeah, that's it. Let me see if anybody else is live at the moment, just so I can redirect the stream over. See if anyone else is on the Medway at the moment. It does look like nobody else is on currently, but there we go. Well, thanks all for watching. Again, thanks to Adam again, and yeah, we'll see you all at some point. I'm sure we'll see Adam again, but say bye, Adam, I guess.
Yeah. Bye.
See you all.
I'll see you all again, I'm sure.
See ya.